Batata what?
Potato mashwiya.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another episode of League Lads, brought to you by the Oi Bays, man. Everyone's here today. The boys are a bit voiceless. Their voices are kind of gone. They had a big weekend, that magic round. If you did go up to them, take photos of them, we really appreciate you. The boys really appreciate the love. I'll let you speak on this soon, but I had FOMO, and I never get FOMO. I'm a 29-year-old man in a few days, by the way, and I never get FOMO. I'm like, yeah, like it's fun, you know. I actually had FOMO of all of yous, bro, and it looked so good. I'm actually jealous. I think I'm going to be there next year, inshallah, if everything goes to plan. But, boys, let me know about how was this magic round for you? Like,
29 years old. I thought it was 50.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
29-year-old judo.
James Harden. He's on his team. James Harden. I'm just gonna hit you with the Clippers because you were so sad. Yeah. It was sad.
I told him.
I wanted to comment, get your feet out of the video, bro.
Right. Oh, I can't. This bloke fucking found his shirt the wrong way around.
It was inside out.
This cunt was on fucking.
You had too much to drink, lad. That's why you shouldn't drink, brother. What's going on, boys? Tell me about Magic Round. How was it? Everyone messaged me, like, a lot of my friends that seen you, they were like, we got a photo with Freddie, the sick cunt. And everyone, I was like, yeah, bro, like, had FOMO hard. So, Flaxxy, you start off, first of all. Tell me how your Magic Round was quickly, and then we'll go to Fred.
Oh, it was awesome. It was the first time. Obviously, I went up with Fred. It was except for the first night after scootering back, it was a really, really good time. We had.
What happened? Yeah, I seen you in the hospital.
One of my closest mates. Shout out to John. His brakes failed on one of the.
Was that the video I was just watching?
No. The same thing.
Same thing happened.
Like John actually broke his leg.
He looked bad in that video. John Suggs.
No. This
is the one I was watching.
That one looked bad. My mate's one was way worse. He actually broke his leg because the brakes failed. And he's just gone right into the back of my mate.
And landed right on the concrete.
So, he was cooked.
There's something about Brisbane and falling off bikes, bro. I got 16 stitches in my shin because I fell in Gold Coast off my scooter. So, sounds like a common thing, bro.
Yeah, cause it's just bend your knees, like. But cause it was good, eh?
Yeah, I loved it. You know, a lot of Broncos fans in my experience, they were all going up to me before the game. This is the first time ever, like in a long, long time, I wasn't confident in the Panthers. When I was
didn't look confident with that.
I was expecting to go in there, get absolutely pumped, and cop it all the time. And
that Gus Gould speech before helped, bro. Yeah, I was watching it. I was like, bro, you know this guy. If he doesn't win, I don't know what sadness is gonna appear on his face.
Well, I was gonna wear I usually wear my retro jerseys when I go up to Magic Round, and I was like, you know what? We haven't lost in this jersey. I'm feeling something today. Clippers obviously had done what they did, and I did the Gus Gould speech.
I liked it.
It worked. So
it worked wonders, bro. You still haven't lost in that jersey.
Still haven't lost in that jersey. So that shout out to everyone that came up to me as well and took photos. It was a really surreal experience. Fred will go into it a bit deeper. But yeah, I loved it. Magic Round's awesome. It was my second Magic Round because obviously I did Vegas earlier this year, so it was awesome.
I can't wait to.
Good to get a win too.
I'll probably be there next year, boys, with you boys, bro.
You really don't have a voice.
Yeah. Oh, no, it was bad.
Freddie, Mr. Bunty, let's talk about it.
No, how good was that,
bro? Honestly, I was reading the comments. Sorry to interrupt you. I want to let you go hard, but I was reading your comments, cuz, and wallah, it was as if like. I don't know. You know when someone gets married and everyone comments, congratulate. It was like that. You know what I mean? It was so like. Yeah, he had a kid. Like, Mabruk, this, that. God bless. You know, God protect him, give him help. And it's just a photo of Fred and Bunty. And the people that have been following you for a long time know exactly what that photo means. Like, anyone can just look at it and be like, oh, he's with the New Zealand Warriors player. It is what it is. But we all understand what that moment was. And wallah, bro, it made me so happy. Like, I had no, like, I even showed my missus. I was like, bro, like, that's hectic. She's no clue what happened.
That photo will go down.
My brother-in-law's like, whoa, that's hectic, because he gets it.
It was something special, eh? That was night 2. End of night 2, we went to the casino, and I was helping. This is the reward I get for being like a good Samaritan. There was this guy. I was waiting at a blackjack table to get a seat, and there was this Islander bloke. He said he had a full New Zealand accent. He was on a roll cause he had man energy. You know what I mean? And he asked me if it's possible for me to go and get him a drink. And he said he gave me a chip to go pay. And I said, no, don't worry, I got you. So me and his mate went to get a drink for him. And on the way back, that's when we spotted Bunty.
Wow.
And there's a couple guys gave me a heads up on the way there because I was looking for the bar. because I hadn't been to the Star before. A couple of guys were giving me a heads up that Bunty, they got a photo with Bunty and he's here. Like in the casino, I'm like, cuz, no way. I gotta like look for this bloke as soon as I drop this drink off. And the guy that I was helping out, his mate was the one that spotted Bunty. Bunty spotted me. And he left, he had already like, by the time I realized, oh fuck, it's him. Bunty had already spotted me and he was like moving, like coming towards me. And I was like, fuck, no way. But I didn't want to take up too much of his time, you know. And Bunty, he's probably on a heater, bro. You know what I mean? All he does is win, 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 no matter what, cuz.
W's all the day, brother, all day. We know how he is, bro.
What a fucking moment, cuz.
How was it? So did you just have a conversation? Did he know who you were? Like,
yeah, he knew who I was, bro. He said he appreciates, like, you know, everything, all the videos and
nice
stuff.
guy, huh?
Real nice dude, bro. And fuck, man, he's a fucking champion, man. I spoke to him for like, probably a minute, and then I was on my way. You know what I mean? I had to drop the drink off. Plus, I don't want to take up too much
100%.
of my brother's time. It's 2 o'clock in the morning, bro. You know what I mean?
No better time to see Bunty.
Yeah, fuck me dead, bro. It was that definitely made it #1 Magic round. I've been to 3 now. That was one of the reasons why it's #1. Another reason is that we obviously got to fucking win.
That's 100%.
We haven't won at Magic Round ever, and we won, and it was a pretty easy win, even with all the people who were missing. I know they were missing a lot of people too, but it would have been 60 if Matt Burton played.
Yeah,
so,
I think if we just didn't make silly errors, I think it would have been.
Honestly,
yeah.
And another reason was all of the love that people were showing me, bro.
That's what I wanted you to get to.
Man, it was. I can't even believe it, dude. Like, it's been like the first trip was crazy. The second trip was even more crazy in terms of all the people recognizing me and speaking to me and taking photos with me and everything like that. But this one was just a whole nother level, bro. I think Flaxxy will vouch because he was there to witness it all. I don't think I could walk 20 meters without getting
stopped.
It was insane.
And it was the fucking best. Like, I'm not like that type of person that
hates
thinks it's a burden. Bro, it's the complete opposite. Like, I fucking love this shit. And there's just honestly something special about Magic Round, man. And I see a lot of creators, they love the Caxton and they're all together in the roof, that rooftop area, and they fucking love a Magic Round, and I completely get that. But for me, like, the spirit of Magic Round is at the game, bro, and after the game, obviously, do whatever you want, Caxton, casino, whatever, it all ends up being mad. But there's something special about this thing, man, about this Magic Round. There's honestly like a spirit around it, bro. And there's something about league fans and everyone, all of these league fans all coming together for the same purpose to watch some damn footy is the best thing ever. And we were sitting like second level, and dude, view was hectic. Suncorp's amazing, but dude, the thing about Magic Round and league fans, and I'm telling you, Gather Round can never touch this shit. Because league fans are just infinitely better than, and honestly, I reckon they're way easier to talk to. Fucking, mate, everyone's shouting each other beers, people that they've never met in their lives.
No one's stuck up.
We're sitting around, cuz, and we're meeting all these old mates in front of us in night 1 and night 2, and they are just as sick as cunts.
By the end of the weekend, they're like family.
Bro, we're literally you're just making mates. Like, we're in a group of 6, bro, and we're making mates with other groups, bro. And then, like, cuz it was the best thing. Night 1 and night 2 were old mates. Night 3 were some young bucks, bro. They were funny as. And we were just fucking.
The ones that kicked on and lasted the longest.
We were fucking having our gloves, mate. Hey,
yeah, that was funny, bro.
Fuck me dead, cuz. It was the best, bro. And the thing is, as every Magic Round, it's always been the same thing. Like, you can go there alone, but you're not watching the game alone. And you're not leaving there alone because you're making, like, the genuine, like, mateships, bro. And I'm meeting people that I met the last 2 years. And it's like, dude, like, you just sit and have a chat with them, stand and have a chat with them. Like, dude, I was in no rush, you know. And there's plenty of rugby league. If I miss 5-10 minutes of the second half, I don't care, dude. Yeah. I'd rather meet these people that, you know, watch my stuff and support me, and I get to know them, you know what I mean? And no matter where it was, on the street, like, cuz I'm on the scooter. I'm zooming on the scooter, bro, and people are driving past and they're like, fuck, is that the guy from TikTok? Or, is that hectic friend? And I'm like, cuz.
You could never believe that this is life, eh? Like, I always look at your face when someone comes up to him, even just at a regular game, and I look at him and he's like, what the hell, this is life, bro. It's so crazy. And a lot of people don't appreciate it. Wallah. A lot of people, like you said, it's like a burden on them. And I get it, people like their privacy, but I think the way you handle it and the way you do things around it is literally what rugby league needs, wallah. So Hats off to you, bro. It
The
looked
spirit
so
of
good,
Magic
wallah.
Round. The
And
spirit of
honestly,
Magic
you know
Round is
what?
Special.
Yeah, rugby league fans have gotten better as well, bro. Like, I feel like this Magic Round, I feel like this year, like, people are going games more. Like, it's more, I don't know, maybe after COVID it was a bit dead, people started going, but I feel like everyone loves footy now. Like, it's so, even no matter what's happening with the refs, no matter how shit the sin bins are, they're still loving the sport. And I think that's
And
what
in
makes
the rain.
it. I think that's what makes it powerful,
Bro,
bro.
this rain was like not normal, cuz it would
I've
like,
seen it, yeah.
bro, we were scootering to the casino last night, cuz we were riding and it was like normal, and then out of nowhere, like biblical flooding, like 10 minutes.
Biblical flooding.
We pull up and we're speaking to this security guard, and he's like talking football with us the whole time,
What a
cuz.
sick
And then when the rain stops,
Yeah,
back
like
to the
it.
casino.
Nah, it's pretty sick, bro.
But
I'm
it
happy
was-
you enjoyed it, boys.
Man, Brisbane, Suncorp, Magic Round, something special, bro.
You reckon it'll fail in Sydney if they did?
It has to be in Brisbane.
It has to be in
It has to
Brisbane
be in
or
Brisbane.
wild card, Auckland,
Ooh, that'll be deadly.
because I think they deserve.
They do deserve
They
it.
deserve.
But what I mean is
they
deadly as in,
deserve
like,
after the sacrifice they made during COVID. I think they deserve a Magic Round.
100%, bro. I think that will be sick, bro. Wallah, that will be crazy.
Or you just make another one and you call it Mana Round.
Is that what?
Mana Round.
Was that? What's his name? Who did that on commentary, or did Mel Meninga do something like that to Taruva?
I don't know, cuz.
You didn't. Oh, you didn't say, bro. It was so
I saw
cringe.
Taruva on commentary. I'm like, this guy's a sick cunt.
Yeah, he's such a sick.
I looked at him, bro. I didn't expect him to sound like
He was
he's
so.
from
He
the
was having
area.
the biggest laugh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Sean Johnson, follow me back on Insta, bro.
Bro, can we just say how fucking good is Sean Johnson, bro?
Bro, we're gonna get into that because
Yeah.
I think I think more people need raps than just Sean Johnson.
I'm telling you, New Zealanders, you deserve some sort of Magic Round. We got to call it Mana Round, bro.
Let's do it, bro. I reckon let's get a petition going and let's see if Andrew Abdo and Valandis listen to us. Boys, let's get into rugby league.
They won't.
Let's get into rugby league. First thing I want to talk about is the refs. I think they've improved a lot this week. Of watching off the telly use with their live. You see what happens. Like, I don't know why this has to happen for it to happen. Does that make sense? Like, I don't know why you have to, like...
You have to have such a bad round for it to then fix
Yeah,
itself.
why do you have to burn the building to throw rugby? Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, just listen to the fans from the beginning. They don't have to take the goat to actually walk off commentary to get angry and shit for it to be this good. Even though we have a big talking point around Jacob Preston, which I hopefully beats his Chargers. Me being a paranoid Bulldogs fan, I don't think he'll win it. But it is what it is. But boys, the refereeing, you think it was better this week? Obviously, much more improvements, less sin bins, less things let go.
Yeah. You want to go?
I was just going to say, that's what probably made this Magic Round just a bit more special too. The fact that the games...
Can you imagine they did what they did last week?
If they did what they did last week, this week, it
The
would
whole
just
talking
tarnish-
point-
everything would have been tarnished because the Magic Round, the atmosphere was special. Everything outside was special. The thing that like cherry on top was the games were special, except for
The games were quality, bro.
They were quality.
Good games.
few mishaps, but overall they were a good experience. And I think with the refs, as you said, why does it have to be bad to make it become
To
good?
get good.
It's ridiculous. So
And I reckon they'll go back to sin binning people very, very soon again. Like, I don't know. I just have this feeling they're going to be like, that's a crackdown. You know what I mean? I don't know. They always enforce some crazy crackdowns out of nowhere, and it does my brain in, bro. Boys, commentary. I think Fox Sports needs a big... whatever they're doing it right. You know who I'm loving in commentary? Other than Sean Johnson. Sean Johnson will get his flowers soon.
I was going to talk about the refs part.
Oh, sorry.
Let me talk.
Go. We're going to get back to the refs.
Let me talk.
Go, Kevin, go.
Fucking mate, it's pretty much impossible not to improve from last week.
That was bad.
I think the first game the refs were whack. I think Parramatta, I don't think they got robbed, but I think the refs were definitely against Para. Because what the F was that? Over the back, what was it?
the
tackle in the air bullshit.
Oh, that was
Such
so
a
bad.
terrible
Simonson,
call.
on Simonson, yeah.
Yeah, what is he meant to do? Like he's
Even
bracing
Moses,
himself.
like, what are you meant to do? He said something to the ref, like he put it on the ref hard, and I was like, yes, talk your shit, Moses, bro.
Yeah,
because-
maniac.
Yeah,
That's what he was
maniac.
saying. That's what he was saying. That's what Moses was
Yeah,
saying.
but I thought them
But they were better. They were better. I'll give him that. But 80 bird, Jacob Preston, that stupid sin bin, and now potential suspension.
we can't catch a break, bro. with this
Brother,
shit.
80, they're going to fight it and they're going to win it because there was nothing in it. I don't care. Justice will prevail, cuz.
Hopefully, bro. I'm free Jacob.
Free my brother
free-
Jacob.
free
Let
JP,
him
bro.
prove that he's better than Hudson Young.
Yeah, free JP, bro. Yeah, 100%. You know what I mean? Anything else on these refs before we move on?
No, go.
All right, the commentary for me, I'm loving Walters in commentary, right? Does anyone else agree with me? Because I know before he was in commentary, we all hated him. Like, he was just that annoying in press conferences was annoying or his coaching was annoying. I think he's funny. Like I think they finally like taken the shackles off him and he can be a kid and watch rugby league as a child.
He loves it.
Yeah. Look at that, bro. I was just losing it the whole time.
He's like speed, bro. Because I think he's putting on. Wallah, I think it like.
You reckon he's putting an act on because I've never
wallah,
seen someone
I
this
swear.
happy to watch rugby league.
Loves rugby league.
I reckon he loves it, but because it's like
It's too much, eh?
you know when you're just trying too hard.
Yeah.
That's the vibe I get from Kevy, right? Like, he like because the most like random like normal thing will happen and the guy's like jizzing himself. like cuz just relax. Like, all right, it was a good play.
It was a
but
flick pass. All right,
Kaz,
calm
all right,
down.
he threw a cutout ball, bro. Like,
Look at him go with the pass. Oh, this is great rugby league.
he's full yelling.
I love him.
Like,
I love him.
He's yelling over everyone, cuz. Like you know Gary Neville when he has like, oh. You see on once. All right, when Gary does that,
It's Gary.
it's good, yeah.
It's trademark.
No, like it's something that's really damn good that happened if Gary's gonna do that. Kevin does that every 2 seconds. So like when he's screaming, it doesn't have any substance to it. You know what I mean?
I feel like there's gonna be some alterations to him. He'll be all right. Like,
Well, like
he's entertaining.
they just gotta chip away.
He's better than Blocker Roach because Blocker Roach says some things sometimes, and I'm like, "What's this bloke talking about, bro? You on this planet?"
Wallans says Zazniak.
And he always tries. It's like, brother, you failed. Just call him Dallin or something. Call the New Zealand winger. Don't say his name, and he just keeps fucking trying.
Is there something I saw where they were saying Mark Nwanga
Yeah,
and they were having
Kevy.
yeah, they were
Kevy.
going off because they like said it right or whatever.
Yeah, Kevy's like, yeah. Like, I'm telling you, it's like he's been in like I don't know some sort of cage for his whole life. He's been in jail his whole life, and they finally let him out, and they're like, "Watch rugby league," and he's like, "Yes."
Well, I got home today, and there was a fucking 5-minute compilation of Sean Johnson on
Oh, I've
commentary.
seen that. Fox League.
And
Fox League.
it was
uploaded
just
that.
this week, and I'm like, "Cuz, what are we doing, bro? Like, it's like
It's mad.
surely he's got a full-time contract or something."
He does,
He
definitely.
better.
Because
He
they
better,
know, like, they know.
Because he's the best. Not good. Because everybody was calling him the next Benji when he came in, Sean Johnson, right? Because he's the Benji Marshall equivalent. He's doing the same thing for commentary. He's the next kid on the block, bro.
He's good, bro.
He's like 35, 37 years old.
Kid on the block.
I'm calling him a kid. He's 15 years older than me. But cuz, voila, you're a gun, Sean. And want him commentating every game. Make him work overtime. Make him Stephen A.
Yeah. Or if he does
Make
the
him the
Stephen A role.
lad.
But I think
Get
he's,
him everywhere.
I think he has too much of a heart with the players
You know,
to be
where-
controversial like Stephen A.
Where I got the respect from him is that clip where he was breaking down that clip.
Have you watched
breaking-
his potty?
It was
Yeah, I
it was
have.
on his
He-
podcast, but
he
he was
said
breaking
bunch.
down a
Yeah,
play.
that's the one.
And it was he broke it down so simple.
Against the Penrith
It was
play.
against yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, like, we don't
He's
see
like
rugby league
born
like
for
that.
this shit.
Ever since I saw that clip, I had respect, and
I-
I'm so glad that we're seeing it happen now.
I'm on the same boat as you, bro, because I watched that and I was like, bro, like you get to watch rugby league in a whole different world. It's like when I watch like football, like Pep, or like a good coach talking about what they did. It's like,
You know what he's like?
that's
It's like
hectic.
that Kobe Bryant show where he was breaking it all down really simply before he passed away. That was a gun. That was a gun show.
Very good show.
Sean Johnson is going to be a better commentator than he's going to do more for commentary than he did for NRL.
oh, that's crazy.
And he's done a lot for the NRL.
That's what I'm saying. That's
But
crazy.
wallah, he's going to break.
He's gonna have to topple this.
He's going to nick everyone. Because you know why? You want to know why? Because he doesn't have a hating bone in his body. Because we all have a hating
We
bone
all
to
do,
some
yeah.
extent.
Yeah, we all do.
'Cause
If I had to commentate
if I say Hammer doing something good, I'm like, nah.
He didn't do that.
Every other fullback, it's just because he was in space. That Sean doesn't even have that.
Just
And
'cause
I-
they're
I can
winning.
admit, that's my biggest
Wearing
flaw,
a jersey,
right?
that's why.
But I've got the opposite of rose tinted glasses. I've got glasses with no lenses inside. It's like I pretend I don't just see what just happened, yeah? But Sean Johnson, not a hater. He just gives everybody props. He's like everyone's uncle.
Yeah, there's no rivalry. That's right.
He's
There's no like
everyone's
rivalry.
uncle. Didn't you see him with Taruva? The bloke's never met Taruva in his life.
Hey, follow me on Instagram. He's like, I will, bro.
And you know what I mean? So, that's why I like Sean, bro.
I think it's good. I think
And
they're
you
finally
can just
understanding.
tell.
Yeah,
Wallah, you can just tell.
Of course, but I think they're finally understanding that like I think the next step is you got to get players to be in referee situations, like not actual refs, but get them in there where they can actually make a real time decision. Like,
It's more relatable. I feel like
when Sean Johnson's talking about a block play and like you're like, oh, okay, I don't really care about what happened 10 years ago. I want to know what's happening in the game right now. And he's entertaining and he breaks everything down. And you know, I like Cooper Cronk as well. At the start, he was too much.
He was not playing with us.
What is it?
Cooper. When we went to Brisbane,
Oh,
he
was he?
Now playing. Yeah,
You
he was
say
actually.
hello?
It's actually right behind me.
You didn't have the guts.
No,
to
because hey, when it comes to having a hating bone, he's one of them.
You hate. You don't like.
No.
He
Not that
hates
I
the
don't.
Bulldog.
No.
Okay,
No.
sorry, go.
I don't hate him. I just think like he's. If there's anything I've argued about the most with chat, with my stream,
Cooper Cronk.
it's his place in the all-time list, and he's not in my top 5.
And that Cleary is better than him at.
And I have Cleary above him.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah.
But
Also for commentators, it's like a one-time thing that I did on KO. Fletcher and Hines.
Yeah, I seen that.
I actually chose to watch that over the normal content. It was so much.
And then in Kemp, I think
They're
was
so good, dude.
They are so funny.
Cause I think they're realizing, and this is the thing, it's like,
We're changing the world, bro.
that they're realizing that people don't want this additional viewing experience where some bloke is just telling you what's happening that you can already see, but they don't. You need to look at the other perspectives in a different perspective, like in a different way, and they need to break it down simply for the audience and have fun watching the game.
As soon as I seen,
Because I know from experience, people have more fun seeing something completely new and refreshing than the same old shit. And I'm telling you, the next step is to bring one of the guys that are in our space. onto that
that'll be
commentary
massive,
team.
bro.
We saw it with Kenny for real going on ESPN, because the guy was like talking basketball. This guy's a YouTuber, cuz legit fit in there like a hand in a glove. Yeah, well, he's got short hair now, but yeah, he's an absolute Chicago Bulls fan. Him on ESPN, perfect match made in heaven. I'm telling you, there are people in our sphere, and I'm not going to put my hand up, but there are people in this part of the industry that would be guns on that.
They would deserve to be in there, bro.
And because I'm just saying, like, can you imagine? We've seen Sean Johnson and his energy. Pair that with someone like imagine me and Sean. How much fun
that'll
would be.
be unbelievable. Bro.
And I know a lot of
even
people
when I watch your Hello Sports,
because look, imagine Tom and Eddie on that.
Oh, bro, get out of here! Unbelievable.
Come on, and even though they're look at the satirical side of the game, cause it's the different perspective. Everybody's going to be entertained. Every single type of fan will be entertained.
You bring more views.
If you have the satirical, have a laugh at everything type of creator or commentator with the knowledgeable guys that can mesh well with them.
I think Rando would be good too.
Rando would be
unbelievable.
Donnie
would be good too.
Donnie, people sleep on Donnie, cuz.
Like you know, it would be mad if they had Dan doing like Newcastle games.
Yeah, could you imagine that? Or Newcastle,
Newcastle, all they have to do is you pay a subscription. I don't know. I'm not saying
a Newcastle fan TV.
You do exactly right.
We have every fucking because the AC Milan commentator, goal.
Yeah, when the other team scores
a fucking insane free kick.
Score insane goal. He's like, okay, it's a goal. When his team scores, goal! Like you can see the bias. You know what I mean?
That's the next step for them.
And I got to say, it's already been put into effect overseas. It's already working because the Super Bowl, Pat McAfee, he did a Super Bowl commentary separate from the ESPN traditional one.
And people love that.
How many people went over there? Because there was a different experience. And a lot of people are looking, as you said, for that different experience now. You don't want to just...
You don't hear the same thing.
You don't hear the same shit all over again.
Same.
And it's not even the same stuff. It's wrong what they're saying as well. It's like you're hearing Blocker trying his hardest to pronounce not the hardest name in the dictionary.
He struggles with it.
And you're just like, come on, like you want something different.
You know who's my favourite? Ennis. I swear Penrith could be down by 40. And it's like 18 to go. Yeah, if Penrith score, try and get a sniffy. I'm like, but Ennis, I know the Glazers.
I hate...
Well, he's good.
He's good, but
Cooper Cronk is like Michael Owen, but that's the problem I have with Cooper Cronk on commentary.
You have to score to win.
Yeah, you have to score more points to win the game than the other team. I'm like, yeah, no shit, brother.
Oh, he actually said it like on live TV.
He said that. I've heard him say that before. I'm like, cuz Cooper, you have like 6 championships. You have the footy IQ better than anyone, and that's what you're giving me. Come on, Cooper.
And these guys are media trained too. It's not like...
I like him and Matty John's show. They break down things good as well.
Yeah, no, but cuz
they're good with that kind of stuff.
Basic commentary is just telling you what's in front of you, cuz. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People have eyes. They want to see a unique perspective of what's happening.
They want to go that further step and actually be involved more.
Yeah,
What did Fred say?
They want to
like,
learn
let's
more.
say we're watching the Doggies game, me and you are doing it, whatever, right? Oh, what the hell did they say? Oh, that's right. Or I pick up on something, or you pick up on something funny, and it becomes like a moment. More engagement. You're gonna have more people going into Bulldogs TV, watching this, watching that, or I don't know. I think there's so much good shit that can come out of it. You're right, and Liverpool has it. Like all the Premier League teams have it.
The NBA have it.
NBA have it.
NBA have
you know
clip of vision.
And NBA flew like
like you have that mad commentator.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Nylon.
Nylon.
The Hornets.
Oh
Commentator.
my
Oh,
god.
He's the
Hornets
best.
is the best thing
I love him. I love him.
Eric, I love you, Eric. I
He's
love you,
actually the
Eric.
best, bro. But I
Has
think
the-
that
There's the national TV, commentary team, and there's the independent club fucking commentary, and the independent club commentary
always
shits on
better.
it every time. Eric Collins, I love you, dude. Imagine we had that, cuz.
It's
and
good.
It's us. You know what I mean?
I think it's the next step, and inshallah, it does blossom for us, and we get the opportunity to work in that field, because that's a dream for us, bro. Imagine your job is to call a game, and you call it how you see it. No one's gonna tell you anything. You're probably gonna get some slack if you say something. Obviously,
I was gonna say with the one thing with club TV, it would be bias.
Yeah.
Like it would be biased. Like you guys, if Bulldogs
Yeah.
did, he didn't do nothing wrong.
Yeah, but
he
no,
didn't do
I'll tell you
nothing.
something.
That's not the worst
No, but
part.
he's
That's
not
the
biased.
best part.
But no, that's a,
My
like
friend's
we're all
not
a little
biased.
bit
I'll be
biased.
biased. I'll be
Yeah.
shitting, and then I'll wake up to myself and be like, you know what?
Cuz I can try not to be biased, but at the end of the day, we're always gonna be
passionate fans.
some level of bias. But the thing is, that's not
That's
the worst part of the fan commentary. It's like or the independent team commentary. That's the best part.
yeah.
Yeah, like if you're a Bulldogs fan, you want to watch it. If you're a Penrith fan, you want to watch like someone taking your side, because making you understand.
And that's the thing that it's just creating. So you'll have like 3 broadcasts, like Bulldogs vs Panthers, Panthers TV, Bulldogs TV, and then the traditional broadcast, and you'll have people watching the separate ones. It will
be good,
it will
man.
expand it.
It'll grow the game.
It will grow the game.
I think there'll be a lot of viral moments as well. That's more engagement. I'm just thinking
That's
about
it.
like the
Come on,
algorithm.
Come on, bro. The Newcastle commentators, bro. When we score, they just scream.
Like the
They just
Liverpool.
go so into it. You gotta love that shit.
Yeah, it's mad, bro.
I'm gonna change the topic right now and tell you a story. Like Aidib that Telstra ad.
We're not gonna speak about any games this week. I think we're just gonna.
No. We're going to the games right after this. But Aidib that Telstra ad, cause I can't escape it. Well, I can't escape it. Cause you know.
You know what? No.
Mate, I got onto the plane this morning. And I don't know.
And the head noises can't would have had both of his.
No, can't. I got on the fucking plane. I sat in the plane. I got my seatbelt in. I got my bag, under my feet. And cause I just hear the fucking whistling. And I don't know if it was. I swear to you, it was the plane playing it in the speaker.
Yeah, probably.
Because it was loud. The fucking whistling from the ad.
Are you sure? I was gonna say, you sure it's not head noise?
Well, I
Bro, I was getting
played
PTSD.
the noise in everybody's eyes because I got Bulldogs fans all around me.
They're looking at you.
3 in front of me, 3 to the left of me, 3 to like the top left.
And everyone's knackered.
And cause like these guys were showing me videos of them doing like beers off of Toby Sexton's like the face. And everybody suddenly he's the fucking whistling, turns around, looks at me, starts laughing, giggling.
And you're
I'm
like,
just like,
"Hey,
the fucking ad, I can't get away from it. Even on the plane. So I don't know if it was the airline that played it.
Probably, yeah.
I don't know if it, and I swear it was, but if it was someone around me playing it, well, you deserve a cuff.
On the opposite side of things, shout out to Penrith. Bro, did you see them put Nathan Cleary? The
meme?
The meme?
Yeah.
Oh,
I think all these teams are nailing content, bro. Wallah.
Content teams
we
are
spoke about
killing
this
it, bro.
last year with the Warriors.
Shout out to the Panthers team
Fuck
for
you,
content.
Penrith team, for making me have to listen to that stupid
Oh, man.
AI whistling again. You dogs.
I saw it. I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah, let's get into rugby league, boys. The first game, Sharks and Para. Sharks beat them 28-18. I have a few questions. What?
Oh, we hit a multi on this one, and it was the only one I hit the whole weekend. 80 but Tyrell Sloan.
Congratulations.
Thank
Tyrell
you.
Sloan, it's okay.
I was the master predictor.
I don't care
cuz.
about your parlay, man.
I was the master predictor.
I don't give a
cuz.
shit about your multi.
This was the okay. Parramatta concede the most to left centers, concede the most to right wingers, and then the Sharks score the most through right wingers and left centers. So
Nico Hines had a good game.
he did have a good game.
Moses looked good, but just couldn't get that. I think Para are still missing something, bro.
They missed some forwards.
Lomax.
Lomax comes in soon,
They
I
need
think.
some decent front rowers. You can.
Yeah.
That was a big part of the trip
Yeah,
too.
we kept saying that on repeat.
You need some decent front rowers.
Everyone needs- everyone needs a front row.
mic'd up. Willie Mason mic'd up. You need some decent front rowers. You can.
Also,
Yeah,
because
where are
he was on my flight. Just
Really?
to sidetrack, Willie was on my flight, and the funniest thing happened. So we got off the flight. We were waiting for our Ubers, and Horo Willie and Luke Stowe were all.
You say hello to Luke. You say Luke.
Yeah.
He ended up seeing Luke, huh, Freddie?
Yeah, no, I was on a different flight to Fred, but he saw me and he recognized me, which was really, really cool. But
Legends, bro.
we were waiting for Ubers. They were there. I was just waiting for my Uber. They get in their Uber. Horror jumps on his phone. They get kicked out. They got kicked out of their Uber for jumping on the phone.
Well, why?
Apparently, I don't know. I went up to Luke Stowe. I was like,
Willie would have been losing
or
it.
maybe you don't jump on the phone. You just stand on the phone.
Oh my
Or just hold the
We need to
phone
get
in
into
your hand.
rugby league, boys. Go on.
but yeah, it was very.
Was Willie losing it?
Oh, they were not happy at all. They were not happy, but.
Your arms are my frame, bro. Keeps going hard on my frame too.
But,
Yeah, so the Ubers were
How was
failing.
that pause?
so,
Anyway, move on, bro. You're so knackered, brother. Get into it.
You don't jump on your phone. You like
He-
you put it in your
he
hand.
got on-
and you
All
like-
right, we
and
need
you
to go on.
you go,
40
"Hello,
minutes of yarning. We haven't spoken rugby league yet, bro.
Hello.
but yeah, no, it was a funny experience. So like, it was my first time, obviously, seeing Willie in Horror and meeting Stowe, and it just. I was so confused. They were so confused. So I ended up getting my Uber. First thing I do was call Fred. I'm like, you would never believe what happened. Yeah, it was crazy. First experience meeting.
Good moments, boys. Good moments. The Sharks game. You reckon Para can do something, bro? You reckon they can make a run now before Moses gets picked for Origin?
La.
You don't
No.
think so? So we're gonna X them out straight away. We don't think they're gonna be anywhere near.
I think because Moses has 3 games of Origin probably,
And they need to win.
and
like,
then he's
almost
got
every
like at least 4 weeks of injuries this season remaining.
game. That's sad.
So are they going to win any of those 6 games?
Tough.
Well, what?
Probably in a very competitive comp. Probably put a line through them.
They don't.
How
Have,
about
in
the
my
Sharks
opinion-
being top 4?
oh, they have a hard top next 6 games. Oh my god.
Para?
Yeah.
Shout out to your brother, man.
Yeah, poor bloke.
Poor blokes.
I think the Sharks will be top 4. Yeah,
You think the Sharks will
around
be
there.
around the top 4? Anything else you'd like to say from the Sharks or talk about that game?
No, they were really good. Both teams are pretty.
think it was a
good.
good game, man.
Funny.
Just
A lot of banter, bro. A lot of banter.
Moses and Trindle is telling him about his hairline. That was goated.
I hope Talako's all right. That looked fucking rough.
Oh yeah, bro. I thought he got hit in the head with the stud. Yeah, it wasn't. It was just like
No, one a full
it was
face
impact,
plant.
yeah.
And look, I did like what I was seeing from Nico this game, bro.
he looked good, bro.
This was definitely his best game of the season, cousin. And if they can carry that over to the next few games and
They'll be all
go
right.
on a bit of a run, they'll be sweet. But I think they really need to capitalise because their draw is always pretty easy. And it's easy again this year. And I know we've got an easy draw and
They just
stuff.
need to build consistency.
But
That's what they need.
they just need to, like, cuz, look at how much talent's on that team, bro.
They have so much talent, bro.
They just need to fucking pull their heads in and just just play unselfishly.
I'm
man.
loving Nicaragua too, bro. Fuck, he looks so
I'm
good.
loving KL Idol, bro. You could tell.
KL era.
KL Euro.
His name's KL.
It's KL.
Okay. Well, that's us correcting
Brother
pronunciation.
Idol,
Yeah, Iro, I think is the
my
best.
Japanese anime brother. Wait, his name is just KL.
Yeah, KL.
What? Show me.
Yeah, it's KL. It's not.
It was.
It's not like it's.
Are you sure they didn't just make it short form?
No.
Actually, just.
That's crazy.
I'll write my 2-letter name, cuz. Jar, your cousin with Jar, lad. What a
Anyway,
Shout
what a
out.
gun.
Yeah,
What a
he's.
gun.
I remember buying him in Supercoach last year. It was like before anyone knew who it was, and now I can't afford him. It's too much.
And shout out to Parramatta for taking back the wooden spin.
Lovely,
We
lovely.
appreciate it.
Boys, Roosters, Dolphins. This was probably like just try mania, brother.
A
Everyone's scoring
lot of
left,
games
right.
were Try-Mania.
I know,
The
but-
last one was Try-Mania. This one was Try-Mania. And
This one was a lot of points, bro.
was full gun, cuz. But the game was over. They got nicked bad, and it would have been worse if Old Mate didn't get knocked out in the first 5 minutes.
Who? Sanders
Sanders
Smith.
Sanders Smith. Wow,
my Supercoach.
what a performance from the Roosters. They're a team that I think will be in the 8.
They're the dark horses to make the 8, you reckon?
No, I think they're making the 8 pretty comfortably.
Wow.
As soon as Sam Walker's back, dude, they'll
That was my next question.
because their front part of the season was very tough, and
And
their
they got
back end
through
of
it.
the season is pretty fucking easy. And they get there, they get Sam Walker back. They can probably don't have to rush him back as quickly as they probably needed to
Four,
before. I think
they don't need to
how
rest
many
him
wins
either.
are they? 4.
They have 4 wins, 5 losses.
And they don't
That's
need
pretty
to.
good. I had them going 0-7
And
still
mind
making
you,
the 8.
they beat Penrith in one of those games.
Because they're a
so-
big momentum. They also lost to Penrith in one of those games,
Yeah.
right? But they're a big momentum team, and when they go down a roll, it's very hard to take them off the roll. A few of their players are absolutely on the roll right now. Connor Watson, James Tedesco.
Toya.
James Tedesco.
Let's talk about Teddy because everyone's mentioning.
This bloke is like he's like doing a LeBron thing, bro. He's somehow improving at old age.
Is this one of his best seat like so far?
Well, he's best
playing one of the
New
best.
South Wales fullback right now. I don't care about tries and shit. I'm just watching him.
Yeah,
You watch him, you watch Pappenhausen, they look better than every other Blues fullback.
I think he's way better than Pappenhausen as well, bro. That's my.
But the thing is like his floor is so much higher than Pappenhausen's, bro. But Pappenhausen's ceiling is higher. Like, what's a bad game from Tedesco? Maybe a couple of errors, but he will still get you nearly 200 meters.
He'll still do the hard yards, bro.
Yeah, he's been passing.
Yeah, finally.
That's all he needed to pass.
Yeah, that was the only thing.
He's not slipping anymore. He's not falling over.
Slippy
Yeah.
G.
Slippy
like,
G.
No Slippy G. So he's still...
Piss me off now.
Because I can't say the word slip without
Without
thinking of
Slippy
G.
G, I get it. Respect.
Well, shout out to Tedesco. If he gets picked, I'm not really saying nothing about it.
Because bro, they asked him and he said, look, it's Dylan's jersey. Like, if they give it to me, they give it to me. But he also said that he's not focusing on Origin. Like, obviously everyone's gonna say that to just make it look like it's cool. Everyone would love to play Origin, but I feel like it's less pressure for him now, bro. He's actually performing better. There's not like a big expectation on him every single week, and he's fucking going hard, bro. He's playing good footy.
But in saying that, like, if I was me, I'm still picking the Dildo Edwards. But but Teddy,
Because why are you picking him? Because he's more reliable. Like it's a safer option.
No, he's just a younger version of Tedesco. Their games are
Very
pretty
similar.
And he's younger, and he played pretty well on the weekend too. And I don't think a lot of the reason why they've been bad is because of him.
Yeah.
So,
but yeah, I think the Roosters looking good, bro. I didn't expect them to look this
Robert,
good.
bro, good on you, cause you finally
Toya,
got over the line. Cause they finally stopped going. They finally went to your side, and then you finally ran the ball like a Zalman.
He killed it in
you on my
Supercoach,
bench, but I don't care.
He killed it
You're
in
a gun.
Supercoach.
We were watching for you. We were waiting for you, cuz Bobby T. Is that what they call him, Bobby T?
Oh, I think
Or
so.
Bobby something. What a gun! Cause they didn't even put his
Booker
name.
T.
Up. They didn't put his name on the screen. They put his nickname.
Really?
Yeah.
Fox League?
No, like at the
actual
game.
stadium. I don't know. Maybe they're taking the nickname initiative too now.
Well,
I don't know.
then again, they tried to fit Nawanganita Wase's name on the screen.
And it was
didn't
like
even fit.
3 font.
It didn't even fit, bro. Shout out to the Roosters. Good
Shout out
team,
to the
man.
Chooks, man. Boys, Souths and Knights. I read a tweet before this game, and it was like someone predicting this, right? And I was like, it doesn't look like it's so hard to predict because it's so true. He's like, I feel like Rabbitohs are gonna play Newcastle Knights back into form, and Newcastle Knights are gonna look so good. That's exactly what happened. And I honestly, like, with all the injuries and the suspensions or whatever Rabbits have, then losing Jack White towards the end of the week, big losses for them, bro. And Newcastle, I feel like they're clicking into gear, cuz Adam O'Brien got the phone call. He's like, listen, brother, you're going to get sacked. Nah, you don't think so? You don't think they have any sort of form?
I think every other team in the NRL would have won that game by 40 plus. Cause we
40, that's being nice.
Yeah, like, that's being, like...
That's being fair.
Like them winning 30-4 is nothing special, cuz.
Yeah.
Well, they bombed about 20 tries.
And
We needed Schiller.
Yeah.
And we're watching. Didn't pass to Schiller again. He's wide open.
Drop the ball.
One again. Schiller's wide open.
Who scored? Fletcher Sharp scored the hat.
Fletcher Sharp,
He scored the hat-trick.
Fletcher Sharp, Jack Cogger, and Bab and Best.
Yeah.
Fuck, you remember the score sheet.
Yeah, because I remembered the amount of times they just didn't pass it. And whenever they got good field position, they dropped it.
Do you think they can do anything, boys? Or do you still see them being
Well,
bottom three, bottom
I
four?
think the one thing they can do is sack their coach because I think I've just seen enough. And they're going to lose the next few weeks again.
I think we all agree on Adam.
Well,
O'Brien. I don't know how he's still there. He always almost gets sacked every year.
He's like, I got a 10-game win streak once.
And they're
Well,
like,
you know what? He might
stay.
actually be able to keep his job. He just won against the Rabbitohs. He's got the Titans, and then he's got the Eels.
Yeah, that's true.
I think Para beats him, bro.
Well,
Straight
I
out.
think Para beats
I think
him.
Para beats him.
Don't go 300. They're not losing.
Nah, who cares about that, bro?
I don't
When's
care.
Zach Lomax back?
You're good, eh?
How the fuck does he know that?
I don't know, but that's good. That's
Wallah,
impressive shit.
That's going to make them lose because that means if there was any shred of Dan Gagai passing the ball, that's all gone.
Yeah.
He ran the ball hard that game, and he did again on Saturday. He ran the ball.
Can we speak about a more enjoyable game? If you just want to stop speaking about this
Well,
game.
I was
we
gonna-
didn't. We skipped it. We didn't even go.
Okay, that's game.
Well, to be fair, we had other.
But I know Gagai played all right today on the weekend.
Um,
We watched it, but like
Watch.
I definitely didn't go to.
Yeah, you watch.
If there was a game you were going to miss, it was going to be
It was that one. Yeah, that's the break. That's the
Yeah.
recess between
That's
the
the
weekend.
one. Like, okay, 8 games rugby league is a bit too much.
Yeah, that's like
7.
4 and 3. You know,
Yeah,
three and
like 7 is a good number.
yeah, I like the 7. Boys, the Warriors and Cowboys.
What a game.
Yeah.
What a game.
That
what
was
a game.
gaming around.
1 second, let me tell you this, bro. The commentator said this. Actually, I didn't say it. I think who was commentating? I think it was Vossi. I can't remember. Anyway,
Well, you're asking the
Fletcher-
wrong blokes.
yeah, you were at the game. That crowd, it was like a Premier
No,
League crowd.
it was on off its head.
You
bro.
were there. So I want to tell you what, from the TV, it was like I was watching a Premier League game. It was like I was watching a Sunday night Premier League match. Like, insane, cuz. And when Sean Johnson, the game finished and Sean Johnson went over to them, they were like that. They were like clapping, Shawnee. Bro, the Warriors, like, I'm I'm very happy. I'm surprised they're in the top 4 because of the way they started. But I'm so happy for them to be in the top 4. We're always happy for them.
Well, what's it? Is it for against like 10?
What, like, can you tell me about
Cuz
that?
they-
Wallah, tell me about the atmosphere, like, when you're
Well,
there.
like, it was okay, cuz I'm gonna tell you now, like Warriors, like probably had the best. Like, not probably. I think they did have a better.
They had the best crowd.
They had the
The
best
best
crowd,
fan
even
zone.
better than Brisbane, Broncos. They were louder than the Broncos. Alright, when Wahs did anything, it was the place was shaking, cuz.
Bro.
And it was.
It
mad.
looked like it was like I'm watching it. I'm like,
And there were
bro.
so many Wahs fans, bro. Shout out to all of them.
You know when you said
Cuz,
that
you
to
know-
me, you said that to me. You was like to me because I'm like Cowboys home ground, like they're in Queensland basically. You know what I mean, you're like nope. The Warriors.
I
are
told
more
you, and even more than that, no Queensland team won this week.
crazy.
Just
Lovely stat.
That's
Mwah.
why. Hey, people were wondering why I was wearing this.
Up the jers.
Even the women's state of origin Queensland team couldn't
Yeah.
win.
Mwah.
Wahs fans, everyone was a Wahs fan,
I
unless
love,
they were a Cowboys fan. Like, and
yeah, you had to be a Cowboys fan to be a Cowboys fan.
Yeah.
Why is it like everyone's second team right now? Unless they hate Kiwis, but how can you?
How
right?
can you? You can't, bro.
If you hate
just can't.
Kiwis, come speak to me, mate.
Yeah.
I'll sort you out. You fucking bastard. You fuck.
You're bloody
But,
bastard.
it was insane because that game, like, obviously New Zealand came out the gate and then they didn't. I don't even think they scored a try in the second half, but
2-point penalty goal.
Yeah.
away.
2-point
no,
penalty.
Wow,
goal.
Wallah,
yeah.
that was hectic, but that comeback, bro. Like the Cowboys when they're on are amazing to watch, bro. And they just had all momentum. Yeah, the ref was a
They're
bit
very fun.
dodge.
Drink water. Like they have the team
Yeah,
to actually.
Tommy did and cuz what a player,
What a
bro.
player, bro.
Like, cuz we've been talking
Yeah.
about, like I keep saying, like, bro, I'm probably picking him over Munster.
I'm starting
But
to
I,
agree
but,
with you, bro.
but I'm not. But I think Billy's gonna pick Dearden at 6, and I think he's gonna put
Munster at 14.
Munster at fullback.
So they scored.
Fullback.
That's what I think Billy's gonna do. That's just me.
Yeah, because he doesn't have a really.
I don't think that's the best thing. That's the best thing
Who's
they can do.
who's the reliable fullback now? It's either Ponga or Walsh. Walsh is out.
Well-
Cobbo. Ponga.
Well, they need Cobb out wide.
So they'll pick Ponga. If not, if they're not gonna pick Ponga, if he's saying I want to pick some,
No way they're picking like
I don't see it. I don't see it.
like
I think that's what he's gonna do.
they're
I
not gonna
think-
pick.
I think-
They're not gonna pick
I-
a specialty
I think-
fullback.
I think that's but he was a specialty fullback for years.
Yeah, he knows the go. Like he knows the
He's
role.
like Lockyer,
And
dude.
Billy played with him, bro. You know what I mean?
Cause
So-
he played with he's
Did they play? They played together, right? Or
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I was
Short
tripping
amount
out.
of time.
I was tripping out.
but Munster was a full gun lad. You know what I mean? Like he was a fucking. He can play anywhere, dude. It's like Darren Lockyer, dude.
That's
He's
another-
our modern day like Darren Lockyer, the biggest, the most
So
comparable player
you'd put
to
him.
me.
Would you push him to fullback? To
No, I'd have to put. I have to play him at 6 at least in game 1 in Suncorp because that's his place. That's his arena, right? Like
That's his playground, bro.
And that's my thing. It's like
That's his backyard.
it's the Billy Slater connection. Would Billy really
No.
put Dearden over?
Yeah, that's very true.
Nah,
But
but
boys-
I have a feeling that's something he's definitely considering.
I'm loving Luke Metcalf, bro. Wahid Allah. What a player.
Yeah, he's good.
What a player, cause like
I always loved him. As
you,
well,
you
even
did.
from
That's
the
right.
Sharkies.
You know what, bro? He's looking like he's gonna be like that player that the kids are gonna look up to. Does that make sense? Like when you're like, who's your favorite player? And it's
I'd
gonna
say
be
he's
like,
the next like Sean Johnson for
yeah,
New
like
Zealand.
Luke, like someone. He's actually exciting, bro, and he's got like that young personality where he scores a try, he does the dame, he does the thing. Like what did he do? He done the celebration. He's got that sort of. He connects with the fans, and I think he's been playing very, very good.
He's good at aura farming. Bro.
Yeah, he's aura farmer. That's exactly what
He's
he
a good
is.
aura farmer.
Do you think they're genuine dark horses, the Wahs, for top 4 spot? That's a good question, bro.
Look, they're getting wins, but none of them. Like I'm telling you, like they're not really convincing. Like they're always just scraping a win.
Yeah.
right? It's not,
Especially that. They got like 3-4 tries scored on them in the last 10 minutes.
Yeah,
bro.
like there's-
in a 10-minute gap.
there's things there, and I think Warriors fans should agree with me. Like, you're winning, and that's all that matters, right? And they're winning without Fish. They're winning without Roger. They're winning without Wateni. They get them all back in the next 2 weeks. I can't wait to see how they go against. Because, like, I think that their worst game is still a really good
The
game.
Roosters game?
Like, they're as a
Melbourne, yeah. That was
as a floor, like their floor is very high, their ceiling is very low. They can't compete with the actual top 4 teams if the top 4 teams are on their game, like Melbourne, right? But they can definitely, even when Warriors are not on their game, still compete against the
average sort of
the average
lower
teams, or the teams that aren't top teams, you know.
Still good.
And that's
but
what
not
they've been doing, bro. And I've been like, they had like a shock win against Manly, but again, Manly had their worst game of the season. Not Cowboys. The Roosters had their worst game of the season against both of them. Both of them had their worst game of the season against the Warriors, in my opinion. I'm really keen to see the Warriors versus a team like Canberra. Again,
Ooh.
not at Las Vegas, but somewhere.
They're both in New Zealand.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
going to be
it's gonna be a
sick.
good game,
Dude,
bro.
that's going to be sick. A game like that against us, I'd love to verse them.
We're
I want to
versus
see them versus the Sharkies.
We're versing them at home this year. Our home.
We're only playing
Yeah,
them
we're
once,
not,
yeah?
we're not versing them in New Zealand this year. But I think that'll be a really damn good game to watch. Montoya, you know what I mean, versing them again.
His old team.
Like, because we're around that same mark. And I kept my opinion on the Warriors hidden.
What's
I
your
put-
opinion? Are you going to unhide it now?
No, like I think people are starting to realize. Like, I thought the Warriors were going to be a good team this year.
But you
It's
didn't
just-
want to
I
jinx them.
did the reverse jinx.
And look, it's working.
Like the year they made top 4, I put them at 15. This
I think
year
you just
I put them
broke
at
it. You
16.
should have not said anything.
No, we'll say now, Hala. But last year I had them winning the comp, and they
They came freaking, yeah. They didn't even make the 8, yeah, last year?
didn't even make
Yeah,
that.
they had a shocker last year.
13.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The year before
So
was
I'm doing the
unbelievable.
switcheroo lad. You know,
I like it.
16th. Hopefully they finish high. Wahs and Dogs in the top 4. How good is that,
That
for
is
rugby league,
unbelievable,
man?
bro. We'll
That
get
is
into the
a-
Dogs
Rugby
soon.
league's
top
been a
4.
different vibe. Instead of these stupid, like, random small fan base teams, like
Yeah, you know when he put
Like
it on
the
his story, he's like,
Panthers.
the good teams are in the 8. I'm like, you
Yeah,
know
the
what? I
cool
looked at
teams.
every team, yeah.
the cool teams,
cool
not the
teams.
good teams.
The
The
cool
cool
teams.
teams.
Yeah,
They're
look-
not cool. Okay, the Dragons are not cool.
Dragons aren't cool. Well,
The
Dragons
Dolphins are not cool.
Dragons are just dead. Like,
Parramatta are not cool.
South's not cool.
Souths aren't cool at all.
South's full strength are pretty cool.
No, they're not.
But right now, they're
They're
there.
Like, yeah.
But the cool teams are in A.
They're now the cool teams.
The Warriors, the Dogs, like the
Tigers.
Tigers. Come
Oh,
on,
I
man.
can't wait to speak about the Tigers, bro.
Now, the
because-
Warriors, the Raiders, typically, I'd say they're not cool teams. But you know what? They have a mad fan base. There was so many of those fans at Magic, and I was at their grand final as well. There was so many. And they play the game the right way. That's fucking
the
cool.
Raiders.
Yeah.
But
That's fucking
they are a topic in themselves, bro.
And
Because we're gonna
Ja-
get into what they did yesterday. That was honestly unbelievable. Let's talk about the Tigers and Dragons. This is one of the craziest games, bro.
But how the fuck did the Dragons not win this?
Honestly, like,
Shout out to Jordan Sewer.
Yeah.
Sorry, I called him Jordan, but it's Jaden. I'm blaming that on the grog, yeah, boys.
This-
I know who Jaden Sewer is, bro.
this game was prime time. And listen,
What a game, bro.
the first thing we're gonna talk about is Jaden Suwa, because when he got the ball, I was like,
He's also changed his name too, bro.
what?
You know how KL Ito changed his name to KL?
Yeah.
He's changed his last name to SEWER after that one, bro.
That's a shit go. We're not gonna get no love from Dragons
No.
fans.
Listen, I don't joke about Islander names. That's the one joke I'm gonna do. But he's fucking lost the game with that, dude. That was
a bad.
that was
bad-
depressing, cousin. That
Cuz-
happened on our side
Can you
too.
imagine, Fred? Can you imagine this, right? It's our team. Let's imagine it's our team. We're about to score a try. Cause the euphoria,
on halftime?
the feeling like you get when you're finally back in the game, you're gonna score a try. Flaxxy, what a feeling when your team scores a try, like in your life, right? And it doesn't score the try, and you concede in the same 10 seconds. Like it, I cannot explain to you
That was
how
a
much that will
12-point
fucking
error.
up.
That
Well, a
happened-
12-point
that happened
error.
to us actually in 2023 against Newcastle at their home ground. Preston nearly grounds it, drops it. Marzu gets it and runs outside the field.
Pain.
You know what else I think
Don't
of?
open scars
That
up, bro.
stupid Darius Boyd intercept.
Yeah. Oh, the Dragons.
Yeah.
Oh, that hurts, bro. I was at that game as well.
That's like a 12-point play.
Was
dude.
that SCG?
Yeah.
It was raining, man. I remember going to
And
that
we're
game.
about to do this mad comeback, and he's going to pass it to like Keating, or maybe Keating's trying to pass it, and then Darius Boyd.
Cause
just
would
intercepts
you?
it.
That hurts the most when
That
you're.
one stung the most.
That hurts when you're about to like and then he just goes
But I
by.
made up for it when Averillo did it against Parramatta and when scored. So
That was mad. Yeah, you
but
win
that's
win
like
some,
a
you lose
12.
some.
That's a 12-point play example, and they lost by less than 12. So it's a bit, it stings a little bit. But shout out to the Tigers. They were the better team.
I think Dragons had some. Jacob Little looked good.
Jacob Little literally changed
that
the whole game.
Hamish
Stewart.
He looked
Dylan
good.
Egan.
Dylan Egan, they looked good, bro.
Look, Couchman didn't look good this week, but Couchman's been really good this year. I just want to say a big shout out to the Tigers, bro. But I love them.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah.
Both of you, are they becoming the most entertaining team to watch?
Hell no.
No.
The fuck?
You don't think so?
Not at
It's
all.
fun, bro. I
Why
think
are
like
they fun to watch because you're
They're fun to watch.
you don't
It's
know
not
if they're
that-
gonna you don't know if
if
they're gonna
anything-
win or lose.
because you're
like,
rooting for them. Cuz the most fun team to
Wahs.
watch is the Storm, bro. There's no question about it.
Do you agree with that?
I think the Wahs are the most fun team to watch.
I think
the
the
most
Bulldogs are
fun
the most
team-
fun team to watch.
Cuz we're boring to watch, cuz.
Nah.
Cuz what? Cuz when you want to talk about like
Maybe I'm
X
still
factor-
stuck
I
last
don't know,
year.
I
I'm
don't
still
know.
stuck at Brisbane and
Storm are
Sound
the
Corp
most
last
fun
year.
team to watch. They only score banger tries, cuz. Cuz far longer.
He's so good, bro. He's so good. We'll speak about him. But-
Come on.
so you
bro.
don't think they're fun? Are
They're
they fun to watch?
No,
Not the most fun.
Their
That's
rugby
crazy.
league is not fun to watch, but they're fun to watch because everyone's rooting for them.
They're like the underdog. They've been last
Come on,
the
bro.
past 3
They're like
years. Everyone wants to see
They're
some
like
substance,
us
bro.
last year for a lot of teams where they just want us to win because
It's
how
fun.
we've suffered.
Yeah, it's like we
And
want to be with you on
they're
the
fun
come up.
for me to watch because I'm watching a player that I get to speak to, cuz. You know what I mean?
that's
I was gonna
And
say.
he played damn fucking well
He
on the
played
weekend.
so good, bro. He was
And
gone.
then he fucking snubbed us.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
No, so that was the last game, and I wanted to get a photo with Jerome because I haven't met Jerome in person yet. I've only played league with him and COD and shit. Just flexing, you know.
Yeah.
But we went to the Tigers member area where all the fans were, but none of the Tigers fans went over. They just stayed around where the sheds are.
The players, you mean?
The
Yeah,
players,
players.
yeah. Because I wanted to get a photo with Jerome. We went front row. The Tigers
can't
fans,
miss you.
The Tigers fans let me go front row
That's
because
crazy.
they knew what I was there for, right? And I was talking to them for like 20 minutes, all these Tigers fans. But then the Tigers players, I don't think it's because it was for no particular reason. Like they must have been called to the shed. They might have not had a lot of time to do signatures and stuff, and they stuck around where the tunnels are, but didn't actually go to the
Come out, yeah.
you know, like the fan section,
Yeah.
which was a bit odd. Like you'd expect it, but like again,
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe they were told to get off the grass. I don't know, cuz. I'm just saying. Like
You gotta let him know.
I'll
You
get
gotta let
the-
him
I'll
know.
get-
Bro, I was there. I wanted to come see you. Say hello.
yeah, I'm gonna give him.
Yeah,
I'm gonna give him some shit. I'm gonna give him some shit. But
Fuck, sorry, bro.
it wasn't them, but it wasn't them.
Nah,
'cause I don't
100%.
think I'm not saying nothing. It was just a funny story. But I'll get him when we go to. Well, I'm definitely going to a Tigers game this year. I'll get it.
Dogs Tigers maybe at our home ground.
For sure.
Is that comeback?
It's at Combank, which
So
is
we're
the
only
best.
playing them once.
Oh, I know. I hate that. We only have us the once.
Nah, it's
Yeah,
shit,
it's
bro.
the dumbest thing
That's a
ever, right?
streets game, bro. The
But
streets
I love
that shit.
Combank. I love.
I've never
Combank.
been, bro. I'll probably go to that one with you
I
straight
love
up.
Combank, bro.
No, I've never been Combank.
Such
What?
a good stadium.
Ever.
You will love it.
The
You will
best
love it.
stadium.
Are you excited for me? That I've
I-
never been. It's
see-
like I haven't watched The Sopranos
You
yet.
haven't been to Wank Best
Yeah.
Stadium? Yeah, it's like me. Yeah, like, not the Sopranos.
See, for me, I love the
Attack on
stadium.
Titan.
Fuck! Can I ask you something quickly before we
No.
move on?
Oh, yeah, go.
Because the Bulldogs one's going to be a big gap. Terrell May, do you start him or do you bench him for
Start
us?
him.
Start him.
Khalas.
that's it.
Mate, what are we
That's it.
talking about?
That's it. Because he's unbelievable.
What a
Boys,
fucking gun. Off the back fence, lad.
Titans, Bulldogs.
He's what, can I just say,
Go on.
man, like you know how much, you know more than anyone how much I love Terrell May.
Yeah.
From the
Big
Roosters
fan.
days.
Big fan.
And now that him not coming to us, he's starting to sting a little bit deep down because you know how much I love him. And I love his brother. And I'm glad to see him doing well.
Yeah.
And I'm glad to see him doing well at a team that I like.
Yeah. I think the
I
Tigers...
just wish it was my team.
Well, I think the Tigers deserve that, bro. Especially after Stefano's like stuff used. And it's no
He's better than Stefano. So
He's-
good on you, mate.
He's literally better than Stefano,
Yeah.
from what we can see.
Go, you gun.
Good stuff there. Boys, Titans, Bulldogs, let's get into this one. I'm going to give you my take quickly before I let you
Guys,
go into it.
Do you want to talk about, is there a game that, the Raiders game, you want to talk about that one?
Before
Do you
we
want,
finish.
do you want to finish off on the
Oh,
Dogs?
let's do it. No, he's still got the Penrith Broncos game and then the Melbourne Raiders game. So,
Let's do it in order. Let's do it.
let's do the Dogs. Yeah, let's go for the Dogs. Boys, I'm going to give you my 2 cents. Was I happy with the win? Yes. Was I impressed? Not at all. I think we can play so much better. And I think we always do this to ourselves. We allow teams to get back in. When we played the Broncos, I don't know. Everyone can disagree with me, but I told everyone I don't fear the Broncos. But I fear when we give them the game. And that's what I think happened to us against the Broncos in the first half. Jacob Preston drops the ball, and it just becomes a domino effect. It starts raining. You get sin bins. You start seeing red. Yada yada yada. I did say the only team I do fear is the Canberra Raiders. Like I fear them more than Melbourne. Now, am I excited to watch this Raiders Dogs game? I am, but I'm honestly, bro, Fred, I'm shitting bricks, wallah, because the Raiders are gonna give it to us.
Wallah, we're gonna lose. Just
like I'm letting everyone know from now that I'm worried about them. And this Titans game, I think we should have done a bit. Like I think we should have done way better. You said Burden, we score more points. Whatever, I agree.
We still scored 38 points.
I know, but if they get their kicks in, it's pretty tight. You know what I mean? And I'm being a real fan here. I'm not being like I'm not covering the cracks.
No.
But they did score a
You're
lot of our
you're
stupid
looking
errors.
You're looking into their points too much. One of them was Toby Sexton. Just I don't know how he screwed up that pass to Sherry. They ended up scoring a couple sets after that. Then Loffy intercept score, if you want to even call it that. Then that Tino shit, that Tino shit really. I reckon he touched it too, but what the fuck, cuz? What are we doing here? Like, you're looking at, they're not real tries.
They were like literally off
They
the
scored
out.
one real try.
I don't even want them to get that shit.
They
bro.
scored one
I'm
real
burning
try.
because they were like a
Yeah,
like a
but
big
But
great
even then,
team,
I
man.
still think you should have scored more. The fact that you guys...
We didn't go left.
At
the
all.
whole game.
At all.
But cuz
And
I
you know,
was
because
impressed.
Sherry.
Well, I had Sherry Montoya, which is crazy because usually we just spam left, all right? But I was impressed because of how much ball the right side got with
Kiraz
with
had a
Kiraz
game,
and
bro.
Krita literally nicked them, bro.
Kiraz has said, yeah, Origin's coming up, boys. Let me show
Yeah,
you.
let
what
me
I
just
can
get 14 tackle breaks.
do. Even
Dude,
Crichton.
Crichton was unbelievable.
Did he sell you as well? He sold the shit out of me.
What do you mean?
I thought he was going left. Like I thought.
I literally said to my mate John and Johnny, cuz watch, he's gonna get the ball, he's gonna nick him, and he nicked him bad.
But did you think he was going left or did you think he was going to Kiraz?
I knew he was. I thought he was
be
going
real.
left. Yeah, I thought he was going
Yeah,
left.
'cause he's like-
But I'm talking about that run. That run
That
where
run was
he
sexy.
that run, cuz I'm like, cuz look, he's got a head of steam. It's game over. He's gonna nick him.
And he's
my
and,
words.
and I think that's
he
one of his.
fucking nicked him.
I think that's one of his most his better performances this year from Chris.
Yeah, because he hasn't been getting that much ball. And look what happens. When
and I
he
think
gets
he
that
was
ball,
hurt
cuz.
as well, bro.
He was like carrying an injury. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, he was carrying an injury.
Right, he nicked him bad.
Curtis
Like
Moran.
Karaz,
What do you think of Moran?
Love him,
I
love
love him,
him.
bro. He got up there back fence.
Cuz
What do you want to call it?
Fucking fiending for it. You know what I mean? I was speaking to this about I was speaking about Curtis to like Willie Mason, bro. Like he doesn't get a run, and it's crazy. It's sad because you know how much he wants.
He's a
it.
pocket
And
rocket,
when
bro.
he's on there, he's just giving 110%. But it's about that gas tank, bro. And he's a smaller guy, man. Like he's not a big boy, but he plays like a big boy.
But I love him, bro. You know when he
Wallah,
runs at the line.
When he watch him live, just watch him live, and you'll see. Like, if you guys don't know about Curtis Moran, go to a game, watch him, and you'll fucking love him. That cunt is fucking.
He just runs.
He's
That.
fucking hungry, dude. You know what I mean? He's
And I haven't heard a peep. He wants to leave. Nothing.
No.
Not a peep.
he wants to break in.
He's like, you know what?
That's what he wants to do. He
You
wants
know
to
what,
break
boys? My gas tank's not good. I'm gonna fill it up. I'm gonna make sure it's pretty good for it.
We got
And-
some mad depth, bro.
Yeah, we have some good depth in those areas as well, bro. Like I was very happy with Connor Tracy as well. I think that was
His best game of the season.
wow, bro. When people tell me, I have this argument with a lot of people. They go, you can't win a grand final with Connor Tracy. What's your take on that? I need to bring my brother-in-law here because we will argue for
Connor
days.
Tracy just keeps getting better and better and better. And
Impressive, bro. Wallah.
And it's like Sexton. Like I think there's a lot of improvement so that they can win it in it. Right now they're playing very well, and I think they're just going to keep getting better.
But for me, like as an outsider from the Dogs, like everyone always said, like he wasn't a proper fullback. He wasn't a proper fullback.
Yeah, we're gonna
He's-
play him center. Like
He's playing better than like half
No,
of
he
the
was a
fullback.
proper fullback. It's just no one ever played him there.
Is he a top?
And then when he did play there, he was better than Will Kennedy.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question? Is Connor Tracy a top 5 fullback in the NRL at this
No,
moment?
no.
Okay.
No,
Can you give me your 5, please?
Well,
Top 5 in form, not as in like what you've won and shit. I'm talking about this season.
yeah,
in
well,
form.
Pappenhausen, Tedesco, Jai Gray, I reckon.
Jai Gray's better than Connor Tracy.
Yeah, I think so.
At the moment, no, I think so.
Yeah, come on, bro. That guy's in Queensland talks, for Christ's sake.
He's a fucking crazy, bro.
Fucking
He's a crazy
even
man.
Dylan Edwards, dude.
Don't give me that face.
You reckon Dylan Edwards missed like a few games and then
He's missed a few games,
Well,
but every
he
time he's
missed the whole
played,
season.
No, I love Dylan Edwards.
Turbo's better.
I love Dylan Edwards.
Turbo's
Turbo's
better.
played 3.5
I don't give
minutes.
a shit.
but again,
I
in the
don't care.
games he's played, in the
Well,
form he's played,
I don't like this on form shit. It's been like 2 months, bro.
All right, so
Total body of work.
give me your top 5. Go again. Teddy.
Full strength.
Yeah. No, not full strength. What you've seen this year.
Pappenhausen, Tedesco.
So Pappenhausen's first.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No. It's different. I'm asking you. Yeah.
The turbo when he plays and when because they lost 3 in a row, 4 in a row,
Without
whatever.
Three in a row.
And then they comes back and they nick Penrith. Fucking Dylan Edwards, Jai Gray.
So Connor Tracy's not even like. What do you have him like 7th?
He's there. He's
He's in the top
amongst them.
10.
Nah, he's not too far below that.
Yeah, like he's in the top 10. He's
Like, I think
Buller.
I think it's comparable to Buller. He does more than Buller, but Buller when he does it looks better.
You know what? I actually have to give a
Buller's more
shout out.
flashy.
You know, I have to give a shout out to. I have to give a shout out to Titans, the group. That fullback from Titans, the
I
group.
don't even think he's top 10.
No, I'm not saying he's in the top. I'm not talking.
Like
about
Kenny's
that.
better than
I'm not talking about
Tracy.
that. I'm not talking about the list at all. I'm just saying he played so good against us, and he's going to be some. I don't know. He might be getting us.
Well, they have 12 fullbacks.
Yeah, well, they're going to play.
It
him at
reminds me
6.
of Will Zillman.
I haven't heard that name in ages, bro.
Boys, you boys love crying being a goal kicker. 22 in a row.
22 to see. We're all right.
Can I-
TikTok.
Can I?
You
Come
go.
on.
He hasn't missed since Sharks first half. He missed he missed like a bunch of goals. Everyone getting criticism.
Show me the money. Show me the money. I'm doing it to blow it, not because I just feel like I'm right.
I missed Tupelo, man.
Well, we
That's my
made
boy.
that clip. We made that clip. Repost that clip.
We're going to repost. You repost it, bro.
Give it to me. Repost that shit. Repost that shit. 22 in a row, lad. 22.
I think we're going to shit the bed this week now.
Bro, it's not going to hit one.
Hey, we're going to score 18 tries against Raiders, and we're going to lose the game
No,
somehow.
he's going to kick it and hit the post. There's going to be compensated. He goes left.
But you
he's
know what?
right.
Hectic Fred doesn't really curse the dogs, so you never know, brother. Hectic Fred. Straight out.
Nah, curse the dogs.
Boys, David Fafita. I need
Thank you,
your
Des.
I need your 2 cents.
Well,
Because why
David
the
Fafita-
fuck?
He lost 32 nil.
32 nil in Queensland Cup.
He lost 32 nil in
Who?
reserve grade.
David Fafita.
He
He
took
played
like
in
6
Queensland
runs.
Cup, and they lost 32
Do
nil.
you think Penrith are going to sign him?
They should have signed him.
We should have. Well, Roosters should have signed
Hey,
him.
listen.
Hey, I'll start this conspiracy. I'm like Fabrizio. I just start conspiracies. What do you reckon?
Speaking of Roosters, there's heavy talks with DCE, but we'll get.
No, Buzz said it's a done deal.
Yeah, he's gone to Roosters. They
It's-
say.
it's
Why
the
would you
worst
go anywhere
subject
else?
in NRL.
They literally need a halfback.
Listen,
Not halfback. They need a star player.
Listen. I don't even know what we're talking about. Who we're talking
We're
about?
talking about David Fafita. He got
David
dropped.
Fafita is one of the best back rows in the comp, but you have to use him like you can't make him do all this shit that he's not meant to do. Because you give him the ball,
And he
plays on the line and
hit the
runs.
edge. Hit the edge.
The Titans give more ball to Bo Firma for fuck's sake,
He's been killing it.
and he's
though.
been mad.
Imagine
But
David
he's
Fafita.
not David
got a
Fafita,
double.
but He's not David Fafita.
Yeah, imagine David Fafita's quality with
You
that.
put David Fafita on, he's like Ola Kawatu. You can't just chuck him in the middle and expect it to be a workhorse. He's not. He'll tackle, and voila, he will make 10 tackle breaks a game.
You need to
and
put his
score
quality
tries.
where his quality should be.
Yeah,
Really,
he needs to go
On
to a
the
good
edge.
team.
Yeah, who do you think? Like, do you reckon
The
Penrith will sign him?
Titans, I get them dropping because the Titans need a workhorse everywhere because they just shit.
Too much holes.
They just shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They can't afford a bit of laziness, not even a shred of laziness.
I don't see
Other
the
teams
other
can when you have other players that are willing to work hard to compensate for other people's laziness. But also, when you're on a hard-working team, which the Titans just are not, by the way, the players that are left behind in that area or leave a lot to be desired in terms of their work rate, work ethic. When you surround them with an environment of people who work hard, guess what?
They all work
You're a
hard.
product of your environment.
Um,
That's the dogs. Dogs culture.
you reckon Hasler gets sacked this year?
No.
You reckon they just keep him? And
Yeah.
Adam O'Brien.
Trust the process.
Adam O'Brien has more of a chance of getting sacked than
I reckon they should swap
Hasler.
teams. I'm just talking shit. I don't. Anything to say on the Bulldogs, boys? Kiraz looked good. Preston looked good.
Bailey looked good.
I just
Bailey looked good. That's right.
on my point I was going to say earlier about you guys scoring more points. Why would you just take the 2 with a man in the bin in 5
I don't
minutes?
fucking know, bro. I don't know.
That's my line. I don't even
yeah,
need to say anything at this
yeah.
point.
I don't even know, bro.
Anything,
That pissed me off more than anything.
anything remotely controversial about the 2 points, mate. Come on.
You know what it is? I think in moments when I'm watching the game, like I get dirty at things. And
Well,
it stains on the whole game. Like that pissed me off for the rest of the game. Like when we scored tries after that, I was like, yeah, but I wasn't really like.
It's just like, why would you do it? Like, I get if there was
Flex your muscle, flex your muscle.
Like, you have the momentum and it just, like,
Well, I booed him when they did that. I booed him. I booed him. I came back from halftime and I'm like, what about you? And I'm talking to all the Dogs fans around me. What about that fucking dumb decision to take the 2 points, the dumb dogs?
Like, obviously, you guys ended up winning by 20, but, like, at the time...
That's why I said, we didn't break a sweat, lad. Didn't break a sweat.
We actually, watching the first 10 minutes, I was like 40.
We never left third gear.
Yeah.
And we got to that game late, too.
Yeah, that first 10 minutes was hectic, bro. Like, we were smashing them. Boys, we move on.
Surely more glaze for Carras.
Yeah, mate, come on, mate.
Triple.
Sorry.
14 tackle breaks. A hat trick. He didn't score all year until that game,
Yeah,
mate.
that was his first try ever, then a hat trick.
Hat trick,
Second
230 metres, 14 tackle breaks.
Him in the air.
Line breaks, aerial
What did they call him
domination.
last year? Air Carras. He needs to be in the air. He's unbelievable in the
You
air,
wanna
bro.
know
He
why?
jumps
Because
over
Critter
everyone.
cracked his back.
Oh, yeah, I'll send that video. That's
Critter
cute.
crack his back every fucking game.
Every game, Achi.
Part of the pre-game tradition, mate.
Has to
Crack
happen.
his back.
Has to happen.
Because if Lomax or To'o is injured, he's playing wing.
Definitely.
Khalas.
I don't see anyone else.
No,
Khalas.
don't you have him over Lomax?
No, I don't have him over.
I do.
I do not have him
But
over
I
Lomax.
understand why he does.
I
Because
don't
Lomax is unbelievable everywhere.
I get Lomax is unbelievable.
Like, Lomax is going
this
to do the
year's
Tommy
form-
Turbo thing where
I
the
don't care
kicker
about
kicks.
this year. He's been injured. I don't. Because look at the game that he played against us.
He was unbelievable. In a
Cunt,
shit
the
team. as well.
cunt is a fucking beast.
Yeah, he's a
It's
beast.
that simple. Are you really going to change the formula that won us the game?
Nah.
Won us Origin.
But I'm still going to say
He nearly
Kiraz.
he nearly beat us on his own.
I'm still going to say Kiraz, bro, because that's my brother. You
I know
what
he's our brothers, but sometimes you just got to take off the rose-tinted glasses and you got to be unbiased.
Yeah, but you can do that. I don't want
But
to.
he's this close.
You can take it. I don't want
He's
to take
this
him off.
close.
He's there, cuz. Wallah, he's there. And Preston is too, bro. But Hudson Young keeps scoring tries, brother. I'm going to
Yeah, I know.
start throwing arms. Panthers, Broncos, boys, let's get into it. Total domination from Penrith. I told everyone this, or maybe I didn't say it on the potty, but I was like, I don't fear Brisbane. Wallah, I don't. They're shit. And after round one, I was like, they're going to be in the... I was like, they won the grand final already. Give them the trophy. Who's going to be Clive Churchill? I started giving names. After that, bro, I'm like, this team doesn't look consistent, bro. And you go back to what Freddie was saying about Maggie having dogs in his team. There's not enough in this team, bro. They don't look like a team that wants to win the premiership. Wallah, they don't. Adam Reynolds, I know you said sorry last week to Fred. Sorry, brother, because you got back to your own ways. And it gave me a little bit of a vibe with the Penrith grand final.
He was our best player.
He was the best player.
Adam Reynolds, man.
2 out on a full kick.
Why didn't you do that last week, mate?
Yeah, only against us,
You
cuz.
just had to fuck us and then say sorry to me, and I appreciate it, Adam.
Adam.
Man,
You're not serious when you get called by your first name,
listen,
man.
man, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't upset to see you kick 2 balls out on the floor on the weekend, mate. But I forgive you, mate. I forgive you. You must just hate blue and white because he did it to us in 2014. And he did it to us
He
last
tortures
week.
us, bro.
And
I love Adam Reynolds.
You
bro.
know-
and then he gives Penrith the pass, bro.
You know what?
Like
You
the-
know
like
when
the
it's like
miss
a,
kick
it's like a
the-
UFC fighter when they knock someone out really badly and then they feel bad, so the next time they fight they're not
They're
as
like,
good.
yeah.
Maybe
It's
that's
like
what happened.
We're
this-
like the brain damage, like Chris Eubanks senior. He knocked us out so bad he gave us brain damage and he feels bad. And then
he was never the same after that.
It's magnificent. My son, I was going to show up for my son.
would you like a sweetie? I love that bloke, bro. He's one of my, like, I could just listen
He's such
to
a sick cunt.
Well, I could watch him. Like, I'm just good because he went to the fight with his boy.
That was such a moment,
That was
bro.
a mad
That was a
moment.
moment.
But now he's back in the spotlight, and that guy is so fucking funny.
I love his fashion too. He wears those big coats. Like he's
Wallah,
just
he's
like very
I am
stylish.
king.
Yeah.
Right, what a sick cunt. And I love his fucking. He's got this like line about. Do you want to see if a woman is right for you? Ask her. Would you like to go to church with me and see what she says? I'm like, this bloke's spitting facts.
Yeah, he's old and wise. You could
Love that
say.
bloke, bro.
And honestly, bro, that's off topic.
And
but
Adam Reynolds is like that.
Yeah.
To
That's
us.
not fair, bro.
And
It's
then
not
he
fair.
goes easy on. We're like, we're like, because this is what it's really like. We're the oldest child, because we get belted by him, like tortured, abused, everything like that. He wants us. It's like he punishes us the hardest, and then Penrith, it's all right. Grand final kick to win. Don't worry, I'll just miss. I just nicked the elder son. You did something worse than me. You did something worse than the elder son. Don't worry, 2 kicks out on the
It's
floor.
all right.
It's okay. You want to go out at 11 o'clock at night? Yeah, you can go.
You
It's
can go.
okay.
The older son gets nicked.
Big
You want
money?
money?
You want some money? Go.
Like Masori.
Yeah, sorry. My dad never used to speak Arabic with me, but us, you want to go outside to kick the ball? No, go study.
Go look at the wall and don't turn around.
I remember
You're allowed to watch TV on Sundays, but you're not allowed to watch
I
TV on
remember
Sundays.
My dad wouldn't let me play PlayStation on the weekdays, but he used to let me fucking watch TV, make it make sense, bro. I'm watching Gordon Ramsay. I'm like, cuz I could be playing COD with MW2 right now, bro. Let me play. I remember once I was playing Midnight Club like on a Sunday, and I had an exam on the Monday. He smashed a hole through my wall, bro. I remember once my sister had to put an all-nighter because the day before an exam he didn't even care.
Doesn't care, yeah. They get away with everything.
Like,
We're the
come on,
oldest.
bro.
We have to
We're the
cop it, bro.
oldest. Adam Reynolds makes
My
us
dad,
cop it.
1058.
He goes easy on the youngest kid, the Panthers.
My dad, when I was young, 1058. He doesn't call me. My mum has to call me. You know what I mean? And that's the scary thing, lad. When the mum calls you, like, bro. My brother Omar now, 3 a.m. Yeah, I'm getting food. What do you want? Like he's the like I'm the problem. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? How do you get away with this shit? You have to die on the sword sometimes, lad. You gotta go for
Thanks, Adam. I love you, bro.
it.
What a
Boys,
sick cunt.
Nathan Cleary, very familiar try. It's so crazy how he scored that. That was so easy.
I was getting flashbacks, man.
That was
to
like,
that.
Do you get deja vu? Deja vu. I have been in this place before. Real ones know that one. That's a better song.
what does the Broncos need? Dogs?
The Broncos need some dogs.
That's what they need, huh?
They need just like they need a trade.
They need
They
consistency.
need a trade away. Oh yeah, Jordan Ricky. See you later, boss.
Yeah, I don't know how that guy's still.
And then what they need is, cause how the fuck do you go a whole game? You pass the ball to Katoni like 5 times.
He's so good, bro. Oh my!
Bro,
I'm
they
my
have a
words every
Ferrari.
week.
They take it for a spin once a year, bro.
You're getting
Give
right,
the
right,
ball
right
to
every week.
fucking Katoni Stags and get the fuck out of the way, you spastics. Stop. No, I don't know why. Cuz, listen. Just, you're making it harder for yourselves. You don't need to get Katoni into position. You just need to get him the ball, brother.
And he'll find the way.
You've got a Rolls Royce here, cuz. Adam Reynolds he's been too used to playing with Tane Milne and shit. Brother, you've got Katoni Stags here, cuz.
He's
You give him
used
the
to playing
ball.
with 12 men.
You give him the ball and you get out of the way, my brother.
He's so good,
Simples.
and I made in my words, bro. You reckon Smokey for Origin or nah?
No.
The centers are locked in. That's
I
why.
was speaking about this. Like, there's just it's not that Katoni isn't amazing. It's we're talking about some of the best centers. Like, we literally have like the 5 best centers in the league, bro. And Katoni is not one of them.
We have a good problem in the fact that we have too many greats.
Yeah, we got Latrell, we got Turbo,
Crichton.
you got Crichton, you got Best, you got, man, it's fucked, man. It's not easy, dude, to beat those guys. Oh, calm.
Nah, it's all good. Fuck him.
Breaking news, boys. Not this sport.
What?
Come on, bro.
What happened?
Come on.
Trent just left.
I know.
You didn't want to say anything?
I didn't want to say anything because you were recording. I couldn't like.
And hey, sorry, bro. Okay. Let's go one thing to say. What? Like, fuck you cunts for not beating Chelsea, you dumb dogs.
What do you want me to do, cuz?
Fuck me dead, man.
The whole team
You
was
played
drunk.
the full season.
The whole
cunt.
team was
You
drunk.
played the full season.
We were done, bro. We were done.
So you know what? This is karma for going easy on Chelsea because you want them to get top four to us.
You should have beat Minte. You made Minte score on
We
you.
drew.
Anyway, that's
And
actually
what
a
was
shit
that? He
go.
had the
Like, I have to watch
most
it.
confusing celebration ever.
Like, he just dropped the video too.
I saw. I was scrolling. I saw it too. I didn't want to say anything, but.
Liverpool fans, huh?
I don't watch soccer, so I'm not too.
Liverpool fans.
What
huh?
can you give me?
Imagine Nathan Cleary just left you to go to to go to Super League. Like,
no.
like homegrown boy, he's been with you since like 17 and he just leaves you.
No.
But imagine he left for Super League. Imagine he left for Super League like after his last the 4th. Like, so like this year he'd be in the Super League.
Oh no.
That's their star boy, bro. That's their star boy.
Oh, please don't.
Oh, he's wearing a white kit.
He's a snake.
He's wearing a white
The
kit.
signs are there.
He's wearing a white
Is
kit,
it like
Suey.
is it like being a snake about it as well, or?
No, so he could have re-signed.
He went for
and
free.
He went for free.
You know how much he's worth? He's like a
He'd be
70.
worth like-
He's like 50 million.
No.
Like Real Madrid.
No.
What? As a right back, cuz come on.
Come on, bro. The cunt's 100 million plus.
Yeah, I know, but as a right back, like if you're signing a right back, you're not gonna pay 100 million for a right back. Let's be real. So I'm being realistic. But as a talent,
What do you mean? If Teo has a fucking asking price of 100, imagine what he's got. Come on, cunt.
yeah. So anyway, instead of signing an extension and then getting the other team to buy you,
So that,
he's like,
that-
I'll
so
go
that,
for free.
So that the team can have some money, he just ditched them.
The boyhood club, yeah.
Bruh.
He wants to be.
I'm off, lads.
He wants
I
to be
gotta
he wants to be the next David Beckham lad.
He will, and honestly, like I understand it. Like I
It's
understand.
alright. He wants to go cry.
Bruh.
Well, let's talk about the best game of the round, I reckon.
Let's
we
go.
didn't
You
even
just take it away, bro. Canberra Raiders.
No,
and
Penrith
Melbourne.
Ewes were alright.
Give
Thomas
Penrith a break,
Jenkins,
man.
you were
Jenkins, I feel so bad for him because that man scored a double and he's going to get dropped this week
Why?
because Brian Tyler's coming back.
So fit him in, lad. Fit him in.
Fill him in. But also shout out to Lauren Pateo. He killed it, scored a try, and I think he
Right in front of us too, eh?
yeah, I think he deserves a spot on the bench. Yeah, he's definitely earned his way into the team. So shout out Panthers. We did well. Content team, you're the greatest. And
Fuck you for making a stupid
Mate, we're
whistling
gonna-
video.
we're gonna come
I
back.
don't know why I hate it. I just hate it.
We're
And let's talk about because like, you know what's crazy? And I'll say this, like I said it to the boys. They were up 14-0, and I'm like, bro, they're gonna throw this lead away. Like the Raiders will be back in this game in about 20 minutes, and they were. Because there's something wrong with Melbourne these first 10 rounds. They cannot play a full game. They cannot.
told you,
they
they don't-
cannot play a full game.
They don't scare you like they were last year.
And
Because real Melbourne, they fucking. I can't even use that. I can't use the analogy I wanted to use.
They do what they
But-
did to Manly.
But they they bring you down and they keep you down. But they just bring you down and they help you back up now. You know what I mean?
Which is crazy because the contrast at the beginning of this season, everyone was like, okay, Storm's in the grand final now, who else? Like, is it going to be the Dogs? Is it going to be... I don't even know what other teams were in contention at the beginning of the season.
That's what
but
I was saying.
This season
who's
is
the
doing
second,
so
who's the second team in
Who's
the
the
grand
second team? But it is insane because they've not, as you said, they're not playing a full 80 minutes. Even against the Seagulls, which I just mentioned, they killed them. But then Seagulls came back in the last 20 minutes and put 16 points on them.
I feel bad for Nick Meaney, bro. Well, he was so bad this game. And
No. He wasn't even the worst part.
But
Liero was way worse.
Oh,
he gave
Liero
away 6
cost them the
penalties.
game.
Liero was
Six
meant to-
penalties,
Cost
bro.
him the game.
Whatever origin conversations he was in, he's now out the fucking.
Was he at
window, cuz.
Queensland?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
They were talking about putting him on the bench or some shit. And Billy might still pick him because there's
He
no
single-handedly
way you-
cost them the
He
game.
literally lost them the game. Like,
He got
was
what,
Canberra
6
Raiders,
penalties? He gave away 6
and then
penalties.
gave away the penalty to win the game.
Bro, they had kicked a field goal.
And
That was a
Walla
shit call.
Stefano, what the fuck was wrong with those
That's
cunts, bro?
that game was everything Melbourne aren't. Like, that's not Melbourne.
Because that was
we know.
similar to what we did last week. It's just, brain
Yeah,
explosions.
you just snap.
Because they snapped hard.
Why
Stefano,
have to kick the guy on the floor?
he's elbowing
And nothing
cunts,
happened to him, yeah? He
kicking
never got
cunts
bit.
on the floor.
Actually,
And
you
bro-
know what? We didn't talk about this the Bulldogs game. Preston's stupid sin bit and charge call. Like, what? the hell
I
is
don't
that?
even I don't even understand that anymore, bro. Because when he got penalised for it, Preston, I was like, what the fuck happened? Like, why is he getting penalised?
Can we just say he's beating up? But we'll talk. I want to talk about that
Go
then
on.
because it was like they are gonna get the spray of sprays because I don't think Bellamy will care about blowing leads and turning off when you're up by 30, but blowing leads and turning off up 14 against a fucking amazing side in Canberra that plays as one unit. He's gonna be livid. I
He's
would
gonna be
not
shitting,
want to be the
fly
Tigers.
on
next
the
week.
Tigers.
I wouldn't wanna-
Call up Blue and tell them just to take the week off because you do not want to feel the brunt of
I think
force.
Tigers
No,
are gonna
I
give
think
him a crack.
I think Tigers are going to give him probably.
I think
I
Tigers are
think
going to
They're
give
I
going
think
to
they're
give
gonna
him a
give him a
crack, but
crack,
they're
but
going
they
to lose
won't win.
13 plus.
They won't win. Melbourne haven't lost 2 in a
Guys,
row.
you know if the Tigers beat Melbourne,
If the
that
Tigers
is
beat Melbourne-
correct.
Then
And that's-
everything, there's another.
That's a big convo to
The
have.
next chapter. Of
And that's
the,
at Amy Park too. Like if they lose in
that's going to
Melbourne,
be rough.
Surely.
no,
No.
I
They,
don't
Surely
give
Melbourne
them a
wins.
I'm
shot.
sorry. If they won this week, I was going to tip the Tigers, but the fact that they lost this week,
It's a big difference.
wallah, they are going to cop it bad from because like Bellamy and Ricky, obviously, they've
Bruh,
had
they might
many
not be-
battles before.
There might not be a 167 podcast the way they're gonna get punished.
Podcast. This is looking like podcast P.
Hey guys, I need to take a break from podcasting.
To focus on basketball, and then they lost like 10 games.
And then he's
straight.
like, I'm back to podcasting, back to my career.
But
yeah, man.
Raiders were outstanding, dude. And
That
that
KO
last
weeks,
try-
was that KO weeks, yeah?
KO
What
weeks,
a
bro.
try.
That happened on our side.
What a
too,
moment
right?
to actually watch.
Wallah, that was fucking like RG'd all over the RG'd everywhere.
Is it safe to say this, right? Maybe not, because you're like they're Jose Mourinho Raiders. But they have games where if you're a casual watching, you're like, Wow, I like this rugby.
I
league
mean,
thing.
I can tell you, everyone in
This
that stadium
year-
was locked into that game.
Well,
And
Raiders, yeah, agreed, right? And
Yeah.
and we were watching with a Melbourne fan in front of us, Jining but cause I fucking used to hate the way the Raiders played.
I remember because you called him like Mourinho, park the bus.
It was all like one out bullshit, and because now they're throwing offloads around, they're spreading it really well. Their centers are OP, their wingers are mad to watch.
they've had a
And
redemption.
Kyle Weeks, who cannot, he can't catch a high ball for shit. He can't.
That's why Connor Tracy's better.
I don't know. Yeah, well, he's not in any conversation because he's lost them about the 2 games they lost this year, probably because of him.
Yeah, errors
that
after
Manly
errors.
game was a fucking nightmare. Even in this game, he dropped a couple high balls. But, brother, whatever fucking wrong he did, he made up for it with some individual brilliance, brother. Because he just made...
That was nice.
he
That was
made-
backyard footy, bro.
brother, right in front of us. And it's not like the balls to go for that when you're losing with 2 minutes to go is just insane. Shout out to Kyle
Big
Weeks, brother,
mentality,
and
bro.
he's fast, mate.
Ooh,
What's that? Roger Fabry's not. He wasn't kidding, dude, about how fast Kyle Weeks is, mate.
He knows his shit, Roger
Mate,
Fabry.
nobody knows more about running than him, lad, in this country. So shout out to Roger. He's a fucking rocket, that fucking Kyle Weeks.
Even that
He made
Pappenhausen.
Pappenhausen look like a little fucking slug, mate. Made him look like Gary from SpongeBob.
That try Pappenhausen scored was sexy as well,
That,
bro.
bro, both of those.
That was like-
a far longer run. I missed that live, but I watched it
He's
back.
such a gun, bro.
Wallah,
What
he's
the
mad.
fuck did they get with him? He's unbelievable,
I don't
bro.
even know how he fucking played, but
He
was
played the
mentally
nines, didn't he?
concussed.
Didn't he play like the? Didn't he play some company like he broke out on the scene? He burst on the
The
scene.
Dolphins club plays for the North Sydney Bears, the Melbourne's feeder club. He just emerged and has been unreal talent. For
Well, they couldn't tackle him that first run he made.
Again,
Wallah,
he's
that
the
was
next-
amazing.
He's going to replace Pappen. When Pappenhausen resigns somewhere else or retires or wherever,
He'll
I'll
be the
write
one.
that next.
He'll be the one, bro. They always somehow find some way, bro.
But how the fuck did they lose that game?
Do you think the Raiders deserve to win that game?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, because Melbourne were bad, or just because the way they
Because
just lost?
because they didn't give up. They were locked in from that point when they went down 14-0. At no point did I really think that it was going to be a big scoreline, and I felt like the Raiders were always going to come back. 'Cause
Was
they
there a
played the
sim
game
in
the
those
right way.
Papa?
No, when they got into like a third scuffle because, man, the tension was high in that game.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were not happy, lad.
But they always compete very well, those two teams, right?
They were like few pushing and shoves, and again, it got so ugly to the point they were kicking each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, Stefano kicking like a bit of a head loss there. That's another thing Bellamy's going to probably speak to him because if anyone knows Bellamy's teams, they're always calm and composed. Like they're always like, yeah, we'll be all right. Bang, bang. There's never like that crazy ill discipline. And even if there is, they get away with it because Cameron Smith bought a boat, whatever it is. But like, I just, even Munster was lashing out. It was like,
Well, him and
Bro,
Starling-
he gave him an attitude adjustment, cuz John Cena.
he put it-
But I don't know
lifted him up like
I don't
that.
know what the fuck that penalty was for. There was nothing wrong with that tackle. And I don't know, cuz fuck, make it make
Some
sense.
bad calls, bro. This like,
Well, again, surprise, Starling's the one making the call.
Yeah, 80 but Jared Sutton. How did he get that game?
All I'm gonna say is Melbourne will be missing. I'm missing Harry.
I was
Grant.
literally
Harry
just
Grant.
about to say
So
that.
bad.
Harry
because-
Grant is literally the key to Melbourne being composed, to Melbourne closing out games. It's so crazy because that's a halfback's job, bro.
It's also exploiting, like, they're not, on paper, they're not the best team in the middle. He makes them competitive in the middle of the park. And that's where they lost that battle, in the middle of the park, I reckon, man. And Bronson Garlic, Bronson Toom, fucking...
Shawarma,
What's
is
his
that?
name? Tyron Wishart. Because they're just not Harry Grant.
You said this
can
a few
try
weeks
and-
back.
You can try and make them Harry Grant. They're not Harry Grant.
When's Harry Grant back next
He's
week?
back in a week or two, bro. He's going to play Origin, because it's that simple. So he plays one game,
I hope he does, bro.
and he plays Origin.
I hope he does, cuz, so we can keep our read money, bro.
Well, I hope he doesn't, so that we win.
That's true as well. Nah, I think we'll beat him. If we've 10
I
Harry
think so,
Grants, I don't
but-
really care.
But no Harry Grant is a massive loss for Queensland too if he doesn't play.
Yeah, 100%, bro. Boys, anything else on this game before I ask you a question about the Raiders? What do you think, bro? Do you think it's going to be up the milk for like consistently this season, or do you reckon they'll fall off?
They'll make the 8.
No, they're a good team, man.
They're a good team, bro. From
But
what I've
next
seen.
year when Jamal goes, something's gonna change.
Well, that's what we said this year. Like, they lost a lot of talent at the end of this last
They lost
year.
a lot of old boys.
Yeah, like Rapana and shit.
And Elliot White, they lost old boys. They got these young boys like Tamale, Dragon.
Gun
Tamale's
player.
No, they are the
Yeah.
dumbest cunts, bro.
Yeah, I got him as soon as you said I bought him straight away, and he's never let me down.
I should, if there's a junior that the Dragons let go of, you should just get him in Supercoach.
Because they automatically become beasts.
Yeah, they're the new Tigers.
It's like Man United when they let people go on loan.
Everyone, when that last year kid comes to the Bulldogs
Yeah,
next year,
get him
he
in.
plays first grade, get him in Supercoach. He'll be the GP of the year.
He'll be cheapy straight away, straight in. He'll play his minutes. He'll do his 50, 60 every week, and then he'll be this gun where everyone wants him. And you're like, should I sell him for 800? Anything else to speak on this game, boys? Before we get into our tips, it's been a long episode, bro.
Is it really?
Yeah.
No.
An hour and 24.
This is
No,
short.
longer.
What do you?
No, Aaron 20.
Yeah, right, you're right. Now it's
Sure.
22.
I'm all good, bro. But I like the Raiders. They're legit cars. And can we just talk about this Jacob Preston shit?
Yeah, let's get
It's
into it.
not. It's simple, very simple. Dogs should 100% challenge this. They are challenging it, and we don't challenge anything. We take the early guilty
We just take
plea.
the chin. We put on the
we
chin.
take the early guilty plea every time because they're like, why are we wasting our time? But this time, it's not a waste of time. I actually think he's going to get off because number one, it was completely accidental. Number two, it wasn't your traditional crusher tackle. It was they called it like a partial
Because
crusher.
Fred, wallah,
Wallah,
I watched it. You were at the game, yeah?
Can
I was
I-
watching on TV. I was like, what the hell just happened? Like, can we go back and see? Because
Everyone was like that. And I had speaking to so many neutral fans, non-Dogs fans, and they were saying that sin bin was absolute bullshit, by the way.
I was so
I know the game was
confused.
over. But what
balancing
the,
the
fuck,
books.
What the fuck is he getting sin bin for? He didn't know what the fuck he was getting sin bin
He
for.
walked away.
And
Yeah,
Tino
he-
milked it. Well, he's already enemy number one for the Dogs.
Tino, yeah.
Tino, and now he's gonna get worse. If Preston gets suspended, any chance of forgiveness, Carlos gone from the
Question,
Dogs
I'm,
fans.
I'm genuinely unsure about this. Is there a chance he's found guilty, but they give him less weeks, or is it automatically just 4 weeks?
No, I think it's if you're guilty, it's 4 weeks.
4 weeks.
It's 3 to 4 weeks now if you don't do nothing.
There is no way.
How is that? But
How is that?
How is that 3 to 4
How
weeks?
is that 3 or 4 weeks?
Stefano kicked someone.
Yeah.
And like,
No.
literally, like started a push and shove. Didn't even get put on report.
Nothing. He kicked someone, cuz. Yeah, he kicked someone. He didn't like push someone or go ahead. He literally lashed his leg out. That's automatically foul play.
Yeah.
That shit like that. If you get sent off for it, I understand because we're playing rugby league, brother. This is not
Is
UFC.
it as bad as old mates?
We're not here
knee
fighting
to the
each other,
head last
ripping.
week?
We're not here to rip each other's heads off. We're here to play rugby league, bro. I know you're gonna get frustration, push and shove, but to lash someone, kick someone, and even these players running with their elbows up, cuz like these refs don't.
Well, the forearms to the
Yeah,
jaw.
Tino does it every run.
He broke Coruscant's jaw a few years back.
And no one did he get in trouble for that?
I think he got a few weeks.
Let me ask you: Is this
So one sec. Sorry, go on.
is this as bad as Tilly's knee to the head?
No.
No,
Because that's the
that's
same amount of
5
time.
weeks.
No, it was 2 separate things.
No.
That's why he got 5
Cecilia
weeks.
got 2 suspensions.
But so was that 3 weeks?
It was 3 weeks and 2 weeks.
It was 3 weeks.
So Jacob fucking Preston, the guy's innocent. The guy he did a hip drop on it and he got suspended last year.
Yeah.
And we all know that's like
It was 2023.
we all know a hip drop.
No,
is
he didn't get suspended.
In 2020.
No, he didn't. He won it.
He
That's
won
right.
it.
Or he-
No, the NRL didn't even. They took away the charge.
So you're literally innocent. You're always innocent. You're not like guilty. You're not. You're not Jared.
He's not a dirty player.
Yeah, you're not Jared. You're Warrior Hargreaves. You're freaking Jacob Preston. You look at the guy, he's a fucking angel. How you giving him 3-4 weeks off the bat? I'm
3-4 weeks is
I'm
insane.
telling you, I feel like the NRL does.
My new thing, it wasn't like an actual. Tino's a big boy. He was
Bro,
milking it
no, it was a complete accident, dude. Like it's literally, he wasn't
You
in
know
a
what I
crusher
think?
position.
You know what I think, Fred? I think sometimes the NRL just plays with our balls because I think they just drop headlines.
Well, like, can you imagine he gets suspended? We got to go to Canberra without Curran.
Forget that. We
without-
got the Roosters after.
Can't fuck that. Without
Do you guys
Curran,
get burdened this week?
Yeah, we got to
No.
go to Canberra. Yeah, we do. It's
Well,
only
only missed 1 week.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
But we got to go to Canberra without Preston,
Curran Satili.
without fucking Curran, without Satili, without Todd, without fucking Samuel Hughes. 5 fucking forwards that would all be in the fucking top 20 of the players,
are all either injured.
and they're all injured or suspended.
H-I-O, dude.
Exactly, says boys. Anyway, let's get into the tips. I'm drained today. Parramatta Dolphins first game of the round, boys. It's on Thursday night. Who's going with? It's at Combank.
I'm going Parramatta 1-12.
I'm gonna go Para 1 to 12 as well.
Power 1 to 12.
Newcastle and Gold Coast.
I'm gonna
Newcastle.
go Gold Coast 1-12.
It's at McDonald Jones Stadium.
I'm gonna go Gold Coast 1-12. Sorry, United and Dan. I met the Newey boys. I just can't stop making friends with Newey boys.
You know, I think the Titans will win this, bro.
Yeah, they
I
won
think-
last time, but fuck, the referee was bad. You know what? I'm gonna go Knights 1-12.
No,
I'm gonna go Titans 1 to 12. Even though I don't think it'll happen, but I think
I think Knights have played
Adam
better
O'Brien
than-
should get sacked
Bro,
this
like
week.
that, last time they played, they would have won if the referee wasn't complete fucking khara.
Because if they lose to the Titans, he's got to get sacked.
I think so.
See, and this is the thing, I think, with the Knights especially, they've just got as I said, they just beat the Rabbitohs, easiest game anyone could have beaten them. They got the Titans, which is a harder game, but not the hardest game you could play, and then they got the Eels. And both are home games, these next two
If
games.
you lose at Mac Jones, mate, I think a lot of
Adam
places
O'Brien-
like
Do we feel-
Adam O'Brien out. Right
But
now.
does he keep his job if he wins these next two games? So he's won 3.
He's going to keep his job regardless of that.
Yeah.
I reckon.
They don't want to pay the $2 million.
Yeah, you can
But if you
literally
lose this week, they're going to pay it.
South Sydney and the Brisbane Broncos. It's at
Broncos
Echo.
13+.
Broncos 13.
Where's it at?
They're going to pump him, bro. Wallah. Canberra,
Imagine it's his old
Yeah,
team, bro.
Broncos 13 plus.
Canberra and Bulldogs.
I'm going to go Canberra.
Saturday, 3 p.m. Fuck.
I'm going to go.
That's Raiders all over.
I'm gonna go Canberra 13+ here.
Canberra won the 12.
I'm going to go Dogs, Golden Point.
Ooh, no, Dogs won 12. I think.
Dogs won the 12, I think.
I'm going Dogs, Golden Point.
Dogs
bro.
won. No, sorry. Canberra won
It's
the
going to be a
6.
Fogarty and Burton shootout.
Canberra 13+.
Canberra won the
I
6.
agree. Dragons, Warriors.
Was.
Wahs won 12. I think Dragons bounced back.
Well, I swear Dragons won this fixture last week, last year.
Beat them hard last year.
Yeah, where is this?
Win.
Lose Stadium. I'm gonna go Warriors 1-12.
Yeah.
How's as for as long?
I don't know why. I feel like
No,
the
no, no,
Dragons
no,
win
no, no.
this.
I'm going Warriors 13+ because for as long as Kyle Flanagan's in that team, cause I just can't.
And
After last
and
week,
Sua.
well, I can't.
I'm going Dragons 1
Sua's a
12.
fucking Origin player, bro. He just had a bad.
He had a
game.
bad moment.
Bad moment.
Yeah, wallah.
I was
He's
just
a- he's
joking
a
about
guy.
the name thing. He's a really good player. It's just cause walk 80 bars.
This is their luck. Their best. One of their best players does that.
Wallah, I'm going 13+.
I'm going Dragons 1 12. I feel like this is going to win this game. Just
Go
for the sake of
Was won the
Go
12.
you
here.
was 13+.
Cowboys, Penrith.
We're back in form, baby. Panthers 13 plus.
Cowboys Penrith.
You're fucking very confident, wallah you are.
Cause it's just an act. I'm gonna go
It's
Cowboys.
not an act.
Cowboys 1-12. Because they always beat them.
You're
Where's
I'm
this one
going to
at?
go Penrith 1 12.
Townsville,
Business
we
back.
won there
Yeah,
last year.
Business
We
back.
won there
Cowboys
last year.
1-12.
We won there last
Cowboys
year.
1-12.
I'm going to go
Well,
Penrith
losing
1
your
12.
teeth.
Straight up. Melbourne, Tigers.
Melbourne. 13 plus.
Melbourne who?
Tigers.
Oh, sorry.
Amy
Look,
Park.
honestly, I'm picking you if they beat the Raiders. I was gonna pick the Tigers, but because they lost, they're gonna get abused.
13 plus.
I'm going Storm 13+. dude.
I'm going Melbourne 13 plus, bro.
Game of the round.
You know
here.
what? Actually, I'm going to go Melbourne 1 12. I don't see their defense like getting better. Well, I don't. I think it's going to be like 38 24. You know what I mean? Or whatever. Some shit like that. 1 12 wise. Manly and Cronulla, last game of the round. The
Yeah,
most
so-
shittest game. I don't even want to
No,
watch
this
this game.
is
Wait,
game,
game
of the
round. Are you
round.
serious?
It's rubbish.
80 so you're just a buzzkill, cuz.
Actually, no, they're our game.
Bro, look, we know your
We're
player
missing
left,
all
but
of our
get on
forwards, so it's
it.
not.
Nah, Manly and Sharks. This should be a good game.
They beat them last time. I think it was the first loss of that 3 in a row.
Was that a bad game to watch? Or maybe
Sharks nicked him.
the
Yeah.
first half was bad.
It was, yeah, but like,
That's what I remember. That's
But
what I
I'm
remember.
gonna pick. Where's this at?
So Brookie
Yeah,
and
Yeah,
Manly back?
Turbo's back,
And they're off a bye.
and Garrick Rubes is gonna nick him.
I'm going to go Manly 13 plus, bro.
I'm going Manly 13+, but I went Manly 13+
Nah, 1 to
last
12.
time.
1 to
Yeah, that's a good
12.
call. So not Sharks.
No, mainly.
And the Roosters, who do they beat? Who they? Oh, they're bye.
The bye
That's
wins.
us, boys. Love you all. Thank you for supporting my
the
mates.
dogs.
Hey, these are my friends, and you supported that Magic Round, and I appreciate it, bro.
Speak for yourself, mate.
What do you mean, cuz?
This is my friend.
I'm
and
showing you love. You know, that's
Show him
shit
love
guy, bro,
because
wallah.
his best player just left his club.
Yeah,
He's one of my best
yeah,
players. Yeah.
You're a
Fuck him.
good
He's
guy,
a snake.
Suey.
He's a snake. Trent Alexander-Arnold, you're a snake, wallah. You know, if we sold you, I wouldn't be upset. I'll be like, I get it. Spain, it's sunny. Ha. But brother, you literally went for a free year. Hey, that's what you are. You're a snake. And I always love you. And like, but yeah, we should boo you for the rest of the season. Straight out. Straight out, we should, wallah.
And shout out to all the New South Wales teams and all of the Queensland teams. You suck. Up
Yeah.
the Blues, mate.
Up the Blues.